Hello, hello, everyone. We are live with our Curse of Strahd Campaign Session 2. I have these lovely folks here, and thanks to Mayor Emmy here, we've actually got some beautiful PNGs to enjoy as opposed to the static images that were put together like a Photoshop presentation. So these are much better. Look at them, they're so pretty. But we're gonna go down the line and introduce everyone, going from left to right on the page itself. So first off, let's go ahead and welcome in our first character, Ruby, otherwise known as Celeste, in her character name. So please introduce yourself, what your character is in terms of like race, class, and all that. And if you want to, you can bring up a little bit about the character, or if you prefer not to, perfectly good.
Okay. So hi, I'm Ruby. And and my character's name is Celeste, and she is a fairy s- circle of dreams druid. Um, and yeah, she's just happy to be here and is very much el- um out of her element in this spooky house, but we will get on.
All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and move on to the second member. Please introduce yourself there, Barry, otherwise known as Ma, in the D&D campaign.
Hi everyone, it's Barrymore. My character here is Maw. He is a Tabaxi barbarian. He's going to be going, because he's only level 2, he gets his roll thing going once he hits level 3. He's going to be an ancestral guardian, so he's going to go for that tank aspect. He is, I wouldn't say in or out of his element. He's lived many years in the Underdark, kind of surviving off of the environment and just kind of hunting. So this is a strange land, but he's also oddly like okay with this right now. But he's not okay with a whole bunch of things, as we've seen in the last episode. And yeah, ready to kick ass and drink cups of tea.
Damn, Skippy.
Yep.
All right, perfect. Next, we'll go over to Emmy here, and you are playing as Ember. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am Emmy, otherwise known as the Mayor. My character here is Ember. She is a monk, later going to be a Way of the Sun Soul monk. And she's come to this land, and we're kind of facing all sort of darker entities, which is kind of out of place for her. She grew up in a monastery and has been fairly sheltered, so this is kind of, a big adjustment to say the least. Especially with such a harrowing time last session. But you know what? We're surviving. We're getting back up again. We are ready to punch anything that gets in our way. And yeah.
Awesome. And once again, I just want to point out and thank Emmy for these wonderful PNGs here with all these that you see lined up at the bottom here. They're fantastic, so thank you very much.
Aw, my pleasure.
Of course, yeah, awesome. Next, oh, it looks like you guys muted yourselves. Mix, are you there?
Honk.
Okay, perfect. Please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character, and if you want to, a little bit about your character.
Okay, hello. I'm Mix, I'm a goose. And I honk a lot. And, well, my character is a Kenku Grave Cleric. This is definitely um, parts of like the campaign where the goose is very in tune with it, has been around haunted things her whole life, and so this is kind of nothing special, nothing new, but excited to go on journey with friends.
With
Yeah,
friends.
with friends.
All right, perfect. And last but certainly not least, we've got Shadowed here. Please go ahead and introduce yourself and yeah, get into it. Let's see we'll get into the whole story bit a little bit afterwards.
Everyone, I'm Shroud Mage. I'm playing Jir, and he is a Oath of Vengeance paladin. And now because I'm level 2, I get to smite. Yay!
And he is also an Aasimar.
Oh, right, yeah, Asamar.
It's all good. Yeah, we've got a lot of characters that just love dealing with undead. It's quite fitting. But yeah, welcome in, and thank you also to Shadowed, because I want to make sure I shout out all those that have been helping with the background stuff for me, because a lot of the stuff and prep that I've had to do in the background has been greatly minimized by Shadowed's help, because he's been able to give me a lot of resources that makes it quick and easy. So big shout out and thanks to him. Yay. But yeah, tonight we'll be continuing session 2 of our Curse of Strahd campaign. And last we played, the adventurers here went ahead and entered the so-called Death House, at least in the module, that's what it's called. But they don't know that as players.
The death what?
The Death House.
What?
Yeah, it's a fun, loving place. They've been able to go ahead and, without too much pressure, get all the way up to the 3rd floor. It then turned into quite a close call for Emmy, who had to deal with a specter draining the absolute life out of her. But I actually circumvented some of this ahead of time without even realizing it, because I gave her an inspiration just before the encounter. She went ahead and made a Constitution saving throw that would have failed and caused her to die, but since she had that inspiration, I'm going to go ahead and retcon it, say she used that, and she rolled a 21 in her save. So, everything's fine now. No one's dead. Everyone's fine. So, they're all level 2, and we're going to be going through the whole phase of their long rest here. And just so you guys have a little bit of a heads up, because I've already explained this to my players, how I run long rests in terms of dungeon long rests is I try to go ahead and not only have watches that people participate in, but I will have them also be able to use tools and various other equipment they have on them to prepare themselves better for the day or the adventure ahead. Similar, if you've ever played like Darkest Dungeon, where you go ahead and have a camping situation where you spend certain resources and points to accumulate some bonuses and effects to help them for the next part of the journey. So that's what we're doing now. I'm going to go and get the music rolling, and you guys can decide who's taking first watch.
Well, right after the bat of this all happening, I think I've already been charged up to the front. I'm like, I'm gonna be here. I'm already ready to go.
Okay, the music
So-
is freaking out. Hold on.
Ma's taking first watch. I'll take
I'll take
second
first
watch.
Okay,
Is the music freaking out for you guys?
it just started now for me.
Oh,
It's-
I think I know why. Hold on.
Are you doubling it?
The goose
Yep.
does not sleep after the incident.
No, you gotta do a little bit of sleep, Goose.
There's got to be a way for me to mute it on one end here. I think I can do it this way. No, it's still doubling. Hold on.
Oh, are you doing the thing that I do where you have it captured
I have
there's
to
a
have
stream
the player
version?
capture version, yeah.
Yeah. So can't you just mute the tab?
Um,
In your browser, the player version,
mhm.
just right click on the tab, isn't there a mute option? Not in Roll20, in the browser, the tab.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to see here because I'm... Okay, there we go. Now we should be good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, we're fine now. Everything's fine, guys. I'm a professional streamer here.
Heck yeah.
All right, we're much better now.
Just remember that I've had 4 years of this experience.
Yeah. I'm just being a bad person. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to help.
I appreciate it, believe me. Yeah, I'm also enjoying all the little added things. We're slowly starting to make it a little bit more professional. I'm going to eventually make an introduction video, so that way there's a little bit more of upfront lore when you guys first enter in, and then you guys can enjoy the stream at that point. We'll make it a little bit better as time goes on. But yeah, who's taking first watch?
I am.
Okay, perfect. So, let me actually, I'm gonna get some, I don't get to roll some actual dice in a long time, so I'm gonna go and see if you have any encounters here.
Okay.
I'm going to watch with Barry because we know each other for so long.
So normally that would be okay, but
I'm going to watch with Barry. What do you mean it's not okay?
Emmy is needing to rest, so she can't actually participate in the watch.
Correct.
So, there's only 4 members, and each of you have to take a 2-hour segment.
The goose
Oh.
takes 4 hours.
Don't worry, Goose. I'll give you the signal if I need you.
Okay, good.
You rest
know it,
well.
right? You know the signal.
You know the signal, right?
You know the signal, right?
Yes.
Good.
The signal.
The signal.
The signal.
The.
All right, perfect. So you just go ahead and spend some time there and look around. There doesn't seem to be anything going on. You have a relatively relaxing 2 hours, but how would you like to spend your time?
This is the thing you're saying, like you can do something in the meanwhile?
Yes. So if you have something reasonable that you could do, if you want to use like your tools, go for it. If you have some equipment or other things in your backpack you want to use that would make sense, go for it. I am flexible with this rule. I want to be able to like homebrew this to allow you guys to have a little bit of creative freedom with it.
Oh, I'm looking over my tools or whatever I got. I don't really see anything I can really do. So
Well, what's your
while
tools?
I'm here, well, I just have like, hunting trophies. I have a staff. I have my sword and shield and everything. Trophy from animals I've killed, apparently, which is pretty awesome.
Okay.
And also a pouch.
You have a pouch.
I have a pouch. That's what it says.
Okay. Perfect. So yeah, I mean, if you want to just, you can choose to abstain and not do anything in particular, or if you, like, again, the world is yours. You don't even have to have a trade good to do something. I want to make sure you guys do what you want.
I'm gonna psych myself up while kind of taking it easy, so a little hum that I've grown accustomed to while I was in the Underdark. It was the thing they'd use to kind of almost taunt me that they were hunting me. This little hum that they do.
Okay.
But of course, they were absolute idiots. They were just letting me know where the hell they were. So over time, it became my way of finding them. So over the course of time, eventually they kind of stopped doing that. And whenever one of the rookies started humming it, it become more along the lines of shutting the rookie up because you might bring in the maw of the Underdark. So just something to kind of
So it's
I'm
your
here
way
too.
of calming yourself.
calming / remembering that at least where I was from, I was the one that lurked around and was a bit of fear. So kind of just getting myself ready
Okay.
for whatever's coming.
Roll me just a straight up d20.
Okay, just / roll d20.
Yep. Roll it for me. Okay.
Okay.
You got a 12. So I'll go ahead and say that you've psyched yourself up mentally and physically. You can have 4 temporary hit points.
Oh shoot! Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Who's next on the watch?
I was second on watch.
Okay.
Yes.
You do that fancy old roll again. All right. Similar to Barry, as far as you can tell, nothing is going to interrupt you during your time. How would you like to spend it?
I don't have any tools or hobbies. I just stare.
You just stare? I hope not at just someone that's sleeping. That would be kind of awkward to wake up to. I
No.
think you might cause a frightened condition to someone if you did that.
No, just like at the door or out the door or whatever.
Okay. All right. So, I don't even know what I should have you do for that. You're staring into the abyss, and the abyss stares back at you. You almost feel like someone else is watching you. But other than that, it seems to pass in a matter of moments, and you calm yourself down and rest for the next hour or so.
Did you do a staring contest?
You're supposed to be resting, Barry.
Oh, the chance. Good night.
He just sees you staring. He's like, did you do a
Talking in
staring
his sleep.
contest?
Are you winning, son?
You're winning, son.
The eyes on the door won in the staring contest.
Did they? All right, good start. Good start. Let's go ahead and move on to the third person on watch. Who would that be?
Honk.
Okay, Goose. Once again, nothing seems to happen. You take a brief look around your proximity just to make sure that you're safe, and you have some time to go ahead and rest. What would you like to do?
Well, I don't really have anything to do or want anything to do, but am I outside of the door right now, or am I in the room with them while
So-
they're sleeping?
I'm assuming that you're kind of just patrolling between them, or you... well, actually, it's up to you. Which do you want to be sleeping in that room that had the disappearing child?
Well, maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, so, okay, I'm going to, I walk around, I kind of just, the pitter-patter of the goose feet, you know, how it sounds like and I'm just gonna walk around, like, slowly, and then just give a lovely little honk, 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 and just, like, but very calming.
Lullaby?
Are you trying to,
Not gonna
like,
wake anyone
lullaby
up.
your friends here?
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm kind of above them.
Okay, do a performance check?
Alright, give me a minute, hold on.
Okay.
Gotta get the old laptop running, hold on. Alright, performance, you said?
Yeah, performance.
Okay, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Watch this shit.
Ooh, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh,
So,
baby.
instead of making a very calming honk lullaby, you kind of just shrilly shriek at random points throughout said lullaby. It ends up, like, briefly waking everyone up, thinking that something's happened, and they kind of just look at you.
And I look down at them and say, what? Go back to bed.
Okay, Goose.
There you go. Honk! Honk!
I don't think you would have actually, like, I think unless you got, like, a crit one, you would have actually caused any problems with that. I just would have briefly woken them up, so we'll just move on to, Claire, you're the last on watch?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go!
And at that
Oh.
point, I am like actually woken up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, why are we honking this late? Okay, it's time. So I
Alright.
will. Sure, I'll be right there. I can. I think I can meditate a little bit, and prepare the spells.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for that, or?
No, that's just something you can do naturally during your long rest.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you want to do
Yeah.
something in addition to that, I'm just assuming you have the ability to do so during the long rest.
Yeah, I do have alchemist supplies. However, I don't have any raw materials yet, and so I don't actually believe I can actually do anything with that. So
Okay.
I'll go to my happy a place in my head for a little bit.
All right, perfect. So, yeah, you go ahead and sit in the corner to rest for a bit.
Yeah.
And as you're just resting there, meditating, you start hearing a tapping. You don't really notice where it's from exactly. You just hear a consistent tapping. So you start looking around naturally, and for some reason the tapping seems to be coming from the windows here that's leading into the balcony. And as you look up, you see that nothing's there. You even walk up a little closer and see that nothing's there. So you go back, and you rest for a moment. And then the tapping happens again. And this time you immediately look up, and all of a sudden you see a small doll tapping on the window with a silver needle. And just, you can see a smiley face on it.
Nope. I repeated that last time. Oh boy.
And then you go ahead and it obviously like takes you aback for a moment. You kind of look away to try and like see if everyone noticed it, and then you notice it's gone.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. I'll tell people when they wake up that happened, but oof.
All right, perfect. So you guys have completed your long rest. All spells and health has been restored to maximum. And yeah, you guys are ready to continue on your check of the room. So let me switch the music back over to the ambience. All right.
Spooky.
Yep, gotta get with the spooky vibes, you know. All right, so you are all awake. You are rested.
All right.
And we didn't really do a full like check of the room because you guys kind of got busy with dealing with the specter. So did you guys want to explore it a little bit more before you actually leave it, or do you want to just leave the room?
I'm just staying close to everyone, and I'm not especially curious after what happened to me.
Well, I am. I'm very curious. Curious as a goose. Some might call me George, but I'm not.
Curious.
That one's a monkey.
What would I do? Well, I would like to move around.
Okay, yeah. So you go ahead and explore.
Fluff the curtains or something. I don't know.
Yeah. You check around, and the bedroom contains the large bed that you obviously did the fight from. 2 end tables and an empty wardrobe. Mounted on the wall next to the wardrobe is a full-length mirror with an ornate wooden frame carved to look like ivy and berries. I'm assuming you're looking a little bit closer, correct?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so roll me a wisdom perception check.
There we go.
And anyone else that would like to do the same, feel free to do so as well.
A wisdom or what?
Wisdom
Perception
perception. It's just a perception check. It's just that's
Oh,
what
okay,
it's
sure.
categorized as, because wisdom is the modifier for it. Nice. Okay.
They're respectable.
All right. We're okay. Jesus.
Jeez.
You guys
I'm pretty
perceive
sure
it
there's
really
nothing
well.
here.
Except for
I need to see.
Ma, he's just like, I have, oh, and me too. He's just like, I have no idea what's going on in here. I am too blessed to be stressed. So, after you go and search the walls a bit more for anything like secret doors or otherwise, you inspect the mirror, and you notice that eyeballs are among the berries, and the wall behind the mirror has a secret door in it. And after
I'm touching that door.
you're gonna
I'm
go
touching
and
the
check
door.
the door.
Oh yeah, I'm touching that door.
Okay. So you can go and push it open easily, and it just reveals a. Hold on, let me actually just reveal the area.
Did you actually trigger that sound effect of like a door opening?
I was gonna say.
No, that was just.
I thought I heard that, yeah.
That's actually part of the soundtrack. That's just convenient.
Okay.
Wow.
A coincidence.
Very convenient. I wish I could go and be that smooth. Jeez. But yes, you go ahead and open the door, and this seems to lead up to the attic. So you guys can choose to go up the attic or continue to explore this floor. There's a couple of rooms I believe you guys have not checked yet. You guys are just like, screw it, we're going up.
If we must.
All
Leave
right.
me behind.
Let me go ahead and reveal a bit more area, and you guys can drag your tokens to the right direction. So that stairwell leads up over across the way.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Mix is just going right in. No problem, that's fine. I'll unveil this area. That's not a problem, and I'll describe the room after the fact. And there should be, for you guys to see, several doors. At least I hope there is. So yeah, there should be 2 doors on the leftmost side of that corridor. One over here, and one down here. So let me just go ahead and describe where you're at currently. You notice that out of all the rooms and various floors you've been on, this is the most dilapidated of the whole house. The air is constantly choked with dust and cobwebs, and it is very, very much like seen better days. But other than that, the area is just kind of a mildly furnished hallway. So, where would you guys like to go next?
I'll go up to the first door.
You try to go... Okay, go ahead, sorry.
And I'll just see if it's, like, locked or unlocked.
It is, in fact, locked.
Okay.
It is held shut with a padlock.
That's unusual. I point out the padlock to Ma.
Think maybe I could try with my claws again. Maybe I do better this time. I'll give it a try.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and do... Because you don't have thieves' tools, so I guess you would just do
My claw.
I guess it would be just a straight D20, because you don't have, like, a tool proficiency.
Okay. Alright, rolling D20.
Okay.
Oh.
18, yeah. So you go ahead and you get your claw in there. You've learned a little bit from last time, and you're able to actually angle it in a little bit better without causing any major damage to your claw. And you find the tumblers, and it unlocks.
I'm good at this game now, guys. Look.
Impressive.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thumbs
good
up.
job.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Are you guys going to enter the room?
I'll let
And
everyone
then-
else go first.
Yeah.
I will then open the door
All right.
and very
And,
cautiously take a step in.
Just so just so Jeer's aware, after the padlock falls to the ground, you do take a brief look at the padlock, and you notice that the key seems to have been slotted for the key that you found in the library.
Oh, okay.
Just a fun little after effect. So, let's go ahead and switch over to this page and to this. There it is. Okay. Alright, so as you enter the room, this room contains a bricked up window flanked by 2 dusty wood-framed beds sized for children. Closer to the door is a toy chest with windmills painted on its side, and a dollhouse that's a perfect replica of the dreary edifice in which you stand. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs. Lying in the middle of the floor are 2 small skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The smaller of the 2 cradles a stuffed doll that you also recognize.
Oh, what the fucking fuck?
I want to touch the
The
doll.
kids.
You want to touch the doll?
Let's not touch the doll, but okay.
I think I should pick the doll up.
Who
Okay.
else could it be? How many kids do they have?
It's 100% the kids.
So it
If
would,
the kids are dead? Well, okay, we should leave then.
You went ahead and you touched it, right?
I'm picking it up.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna say that-
Swear.
Wait,
Music
wait.
stopped, I swear.
Just need to make
I'm gonna-
sure.
I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna throw it over my back.
Okay, before you throw it on your back, you see 2 apparitions appear in front of you. In the familiar sight of
Oh
the
my
2
God,
children you
dancing.
saw outside.
Oh, God, okay.
Okay, it's the 2 kids.
Yep, it is Roosevelt and Thorn.
All right, great. So where's Fred, first of all? Second of all, why are we here? Where's the basement? I have many questions for you two.
But before you say any of this, they're like, "Don't touch our dolls!
It's my doll now. It's my house. I have the deed. Here, I'll
Give
show
it
you.
back!"
No, it's mine.
Okay.
Well,
Don't
so you're
anger
refusing
them.
to give it back.
I mean, it's my doll. And they are apparitions. They can't touch.
Goose, I give you a different doll, better doll.
But this
Little
doll
kids
is
can't
fun
reason.
looking.
Okay, so you're still holding on to it, right?
I have doll in hand.
Okay. The larger of the two kids, Rose, sees you trying to take the doll and hold on to it, and you see the spectral image lurch forward towards you, and the rest of the party can see the child enter into Goose. You're gonna now need to make a charisma saving throw, Goose.
Oh, don't even worry. Hold on. I'm so good at this. Where's my shit?
I'm scared.
No, we're fine. Don't you worry. What do I type? Charisma. Where the hell is charisma? There it
I
is.
think you can just on the charisma.
Yeah, I got it.
Hmm.
That's
Okay, so you got a 6.
That's a good one. I've heard.
Goose, you are now possessed by Thorn. Or, Rose.
That's not right. Okay. Sorry, hold on. Hi.
Hi. Don't touch our dolls anymore, as you can hear this familiar voice speaking from Goose's mouth.
So I'm okay. You want me to say that?
No. This is basically they're speaking through you.
Oh, okay. Is it like a 50-50? Like I could fight them, or is it just like nah? You're fucked.
You're currently possessed by them.
Yeah, but you know possession.
9/10 of
Just
law?
no.
You evil spirit, you have possessed my friend.
Okay.
Prepare to be smote.
Roll me an
Oh, shit.
intimidation check.
Me?
No,
Me?
Jeer.
No.
Oh, what am I doing?
Okay, 17. After you go ahead and shout this, Rose is immediately scared, and you can feel the ghost separate out from Goose. And you're like, please don't hurt me. It's been so long since we've had any company.
Goose begins to become enraged, and once the weird child is out of me, which is a sentence in itself, I kind of take a deep breath and go,
Okay,
and then yeah, I look at her.
the child is like a little scared of the situation now, because again, they are children. They don't know any better.
They
but
just possessed me.
Yeah, because they thought you were stealing things from them. And
It's
then
my
immediately were
house.
told they were going to be smited by a giant Asimar with a greatsword.
Get off my property.
Does the Tabaxi barbarian need to come and be moderator, the mediator in here?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, come on, give back their doll. They're little children. They don't know what they're doing here.
Oh. Fine.
That doll. Thank you, Goose.
Fine.
You
Who's the
hand the
adult?
doll over to Thorn, who's been pretty quiet for the most part, but he's just kind of shuffling off behind his sister and just crying softly as he holds the doll tightly.
I stare at them.
So, well, the small girl goes ahead and gives I guess, to the best of her ability, because she's very young and doesn't know much, tries to give a polite curtsy to you guys. Like, we're sorry. It just, we've been left here for so long. We thought no one would ever come back. But it's been way too long, as she kind of looks over at the skeletons that are laying on the floor there.
She's dead.
Yes.
They are very much acknowledging they are dead. Um,
Oh.
my father and mother, they told us to stay in the room no matter what. But days passed, weeks, we had barely anything to use for food. We got to the point where we were having to eat boot leathers and whatever water we could scrounge up just from our various trips to the restroom. Very, very sad. So I do apologize, but are you here to finally deal with the monster and release us from this?
Can you give us a little bit more information about said monster? Anything that might help us?
Unfortunately, my mother and father, they never really told us much. All I could hear was the screaming all the way downstairs. It happened several times, and then complete silence.
How gets downstairs?
The child goes ahead and points at the dollhouse that is very much similar to the shape of the house you guys are currently in. And she goes ahead and points out to, hold on, let me see here. It should say here on the documentation. Yeah, so you search the dollhouse that they point out, and that there is a secret door, including one that's in the attic that leads to a spiral staircase. And you hear another click, and you two that are out here notice the sound comes from this direction.
Oh,
Okay.
over there.
Again, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I'd like to like kneel down and like kind of so that I'm on the level of the children, and be like, so, spirits of children, if we are able to defeat the monster in the basement, will that allow you to move on?
Well, they kind of like scratch their heads. They don't. I don't know. All I know is it's been many, many years. Maybe.
Well, I would like to think it would be so. I w- w- I think I would like to say that we will go take care of this monster, and then if we cannot find a trace of you, then afterwards, then I would hope that you have been released and be able to have moved on. But if we return and you are still here, I will help you move on regardless.
The kids don't know how to exactly interpret your second meaning. So they're a little apprehensive about like just straight up accepting it, but they don't really have much of a choice in the matter. The fact is that they've been stuck in this room for God knows how long. You can only assume hundreds of years based on the decay of the skeletons themselves, as there's no flesh or anything on the bones. They're as pearly white as they could get.
All right, I will stand back up and move out of the room then.
The kids are a little apprehensive about you guys leaving, but since you kind of scared them already, they decide it's best to just let you go. The kids go ahead and before you all leave, they go ahead and go over to Goose, and Thorn just kind of goes up to him and hands over the doll. It's like, you can have it.
Okay, I turn my head, kind of like how a raven or a goose, I guess, in general, would kind of turn their head, look at them in like with one eye, and just kind of look at the doll and look at them and be like, honk, and that's it.
Okay, the children have no idea why you did that. They look at you and
They
they're
don't
like,
need to know.
okay, be careful. Again, From what it sounded like, it was quite a large creature, but again, I don't have much information to give you. I'm sorry.
Like big like goose? Big like maw? What big? How big?
Like, maybe like 2 or 3 times your sizes? I don't know.
That's a big goose. Okay.
All I know is I heard loud crashing downstairs, so it couldn't have been done by something your size or smaller.
Sounds good. I think we'll go check it out.
Okay. Good luck. And the children just stay there floating and let you guys go.
Do I have doll?
You have the doll.
Okay, I walk out.
Okay.
This is important. Okay, so, this thing is very big, clearly. I say we don't go in guns blazing. What is a gun, actually?
I don't have guns.
What are guns? We
I don't
go
know.
in.
They
I have a
do
bow.
exist. I just want
We
to
have
make sure
guns
you
in this
guys-
world?
They do exist. They're like primitive firearms, but they do exist.
I gotta get me a gun. So I think we go in kind of stealthy, kind of just seeing before we decide what our plan of attack is. Does it seem good to you all?
The
Yes.
unseen goose is the deadliest.
Agreed.
So, I'm gonna assume you guys are gonna head in the direction of the click, but if you wanted to explore any of the other rooms, feel free to.
Yes. Just tell me when I need to make a stealth check.
Stealth check. Okay, so are you going down the? Are you gonna try and find this secret entrance?
Yes, but slowly, and
Oh,
all
Okay.
pitter patter like.
Ma, you're obviously up to the door, and you were told by Celeste and Ember that the that direction seemed to have had it, or heard the clicking sound.
Meat shield up front.
Okay. Are you checking the wall there?
I would like to check it, if possible.
Could we check the other rooms before we descend?
Sound good to me.
Up to you guys. Whatever you want to do.
Where we go?
I think any information we can gather on this situation may prove beneficial.
Okay.
All right. So, which rooms
Yeah,
would
the
you guys like to explore? I mean, you've been given the okay. I guess I should say that the rest of you don't actually know these other areas. Pretty much all these uncovered areas is what Celeste knows about. Okay. So yeah.
I know that this room over here has the original haunted doll that I
Oh,
got spooked by. Yes.
I have a collection of them now.
Maybe
Apparently.
we don't want to go in there.
Yeah.
Could I go in there? Can I want a doll.
So, like, doll, I go in there and see how it is, or doll, I go in claws blazing and just rip it to shreds? Like, what do I do?
I would go in calmly if you must. I got spooked, but I am small.
Goose does not get spooked easily.
Okay. So you guys enter into the room. Let me go ahead and describe the area a bit more to you. So this dust-choked room contains a slender bed, a nightstand, a small iron stove, a writing desk with a stool, and an empty wardrobe, and a rocking chair. A smiling doll in a lacy yellow dress sits in the northern window box, cobwebs draping it like a wedding veil. And that would be this one, because remember, north is actually, I guess it would be left on the map to you guys, and then it goes east is north, east is to the top, west is to down, and east normally would be south. Got that?
Got it.
Okay, great.
Fun fact about that, that's how maps in the olden days used to be made. That's why we have the verb to orientate or to orient, is because you put east at the top
Gotcha.
when the east is the
Oh.
orient.
Fun
That's interesting.
facts.
I never knew that.
Love that for us. So, yeah, there's a doll there. Are you guys going to inspect it or something, or what are you doing exactly?
All right, I'm gonna walk up to it, but I'm not gonna touch it. I've learned my lesson.
Good job.
I'm gonna stare at it though, really intensely.
All right, and everyone else is in the room, or are they standing outside? Or I just want to get an idea of where everyone's at.
I'm over in the corner because I'm kind of spooked, but
Okay. What's everyone's passive perception?
Oh god. Hold on.
That's
Yeah,
10
just-
plus the perception amount.
Yep.
So 12.
12. Okay.
Same.
I have a 14.
Okay.
15.
Okay. Emmy?
Wait, what was it again? Sorry.
Passive perception.
Look,
So what would
Yes.
that be?
So,
on your character sheet, if you look below, like where the column of all the skills are, it'll say
Oh,
passive
14.
wisdom perception.
14. Thank you.
14. Okay. So, as you guys are looking at the the doll at the window there, Goose, you feel it tingle up your spine, and you feel like you're being watched.
I feel like I'm always being watched. I'm being haunted by every soul. What do you mean?
So, as you just go ahead and take into the idea like, this could be something, you decide to look around a bit more, and you can see, almost like spiders ascending a thread, several dolls descending down upon you guys.
Ew!
Roll
Hey.
initiative.
Damn it!
No!
Oh, I need my life. Let's go. Where the fuck is initiative?
Okay, I actually need to swap around some things. Hold on 1 second. And I'll reveal them all.
Guys, there's so many dolls for me to collect.
We've got a tie!
Let's
There
friggin'
they
go.
are.
Jeez.
I hate this. I hate
And
this.
you also notice that these seem smaller than the doll in the window. But then you turn around, Goose, because you see that one's active, so you instinctively look around at the other one and see it coming or starting to stand up, and a tiny silver needle is in its hand. And it's tapping
I'm
the
gonna need
desk,
that.
ready to attack.
Right, I'm gonna need that needle for a moment. Hold on.
Why did I say let's look around? Why?
You give me the chance to find a doll, I'm going to take it. Ember, what do you want from me?
Not this. Not
This is
this.
great. What do you
We'll be
mean?
fine. We'll be fine.
Everything's fine, guys.
You didn't nearly die last time.
Also true.
You weren't dead. I would have saved you.
I saved her.
I do stuff with the dead. You're not dead yet.
What? I certainly don't want to die after you saying that.
That does sound kind of weird, not gonna
I'll
lie.
save you. Don't worry.
I'm
I'll go
very
and roll their
concerned.
initiative while I'm at it. So let's see, their dex. Okay, so they got a 15. Alright, and I think both, yeah, two, you got 24, nice. Alright, so, let's go ahead and roll over the initiative here, and I've got to change the music, and I feel this music is so much more appropriate for this situation.
Is it Master of Puppets by Metallica?
Oh God, this is so
Ugh.
creepy.
What the hell?
No.
Don't worry, it gets better.
Me, family.
Alright,
A little
so...
ball of fur.
Top of the
Sorry.
order is going to be Maw, followed by Ember, because I know that Maw's got a higher dex. I'm pretty confident. Then we got
Your
Celeste.
dex than me?
I'm sorry?
Wait, Ma has a higher dex than me. I
Well,
have
actually-
20.
Okay, wait, what is your dex, Maw?
She has 5. I have a 4.
Okay, so then no, yeah,
Tied.
Ember's first. So ignore that, just pretend that Ember goes first.
Excuse me.
I'm
Excuse
sorry.
me.
Chill out, it's okay.
Like, I have this. Let me fucking have it.
You guys enjoying the music, by the way?
I
Tilted,
love
you
it.
should be able
We're
to.
a happy
I love
family.
you. We're a happy family. Honkly.
Don't worry, I'll only have it rotate one more time and then I'll turn it off so that way it's not grating on the ears. So yeah,
like
Ma, first up, what are you gonna do?
Well, am I up or is
Or, I'm sorry, Ember.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry,
It's not-
my brain just immediately looked at the initiative order and just went, stop. So go ahead.
You should be able to click and drag to reorder them.
He's
Like
right,
if you
I'm
hover over
stupid.
them, you could.
There it is.
There we go.
Alright, you're up, Ember. I'm sorry for the second
Okay.
time.
It's okay. Okay, so this is a very uncomfortable situation, and when I am uncomfortable, I will punch the first threatening thing, and I will go and punch this doll right next to me here.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll me to attack.
Let's see.
Quick
What
question: Are
do-
these apparitions? Real quick, sorry.
They're constructs.
Is that just
Which
a
one?
20, or what do we click on to hit?
It should be your 2 hit on your unarmed strikes. I'll look at it in just a moment. I'm just trying to get the new layer of music in so it's not
On
completely-
your character sheet, if you hover over the thing that says unarmed strike at the top of your attacks list, it should turn red. Just click it.
Okay, so I don't need to do anything before that.
No.
Okay.
Dang, critical hit.
Okay, crit.
Nice.
Okay, yep. Just roll me that damage so you get full max damage on the first part of that, and then you get to go ahead and roll again.
So
Uh,
in the chat part, the little +7 below the thing you just rolled, if you click that +7, it should roll it.
I can't click on the 7. Is it just the name of the thing? Okay, there
That
we
looks
go.
like it. So yeah, you did 7 plus, I believe, what's the max roll that you can get? It's a d6, right?
Yeah.
So it would be 6 plus 3. So that'd be 9. Then you add that, so it'd be 16 points of damage.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so-
god.
Your punch lands perfectly on the center of the doll, and you just obliterate it. It is dead. Or I guess as a construct could be dead.
The doll go explode.
It
That's
explodes.
what you get for sneaking up
Good.
on me.
Oops, I put it on the map layer by accident. Hold on. Wait a minute. Alright, we good.
No one's going to make me feel weak ever again.
Well, that was just your first attack, so you still have your bonus action.
Okay.
So you can
So
use
can I go
Flurry of
over to the-
Blows, or you could just use an unarmed strike instead.
I'll do another unarmed strike.
Okay.
Pull that up.
Ooh, 9. They're a bit smaller, so it's kind of hard to hit, so your punch misses.
That's fine.
Okay. And is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
That's it.
Okay, perfect. Ma, you're up.
All right, I'm going to swipe with my sword against this one.
Okay. Roll me to hit. Yes, I'll do that. Sorry, Shadowed. I was turning it down. I thought I had it at a good level, but I see it's not quite good enough. Better?
Not quite.
Oh. Uh-oh. So yeah,
Critical miss.
you go ahead and swing your sword at it, and it deftly jumps out of the way and just kind of taunts you with its silver thread
That's a
or
mistake.
silver needle.
All right, well, I'm level 2. I don't think I get to attack again, do I?
No, not yet. That's a bit further away.
That's it.
Okay, perfect. Celeste, you are up.
So, similar to Ember, I just have a reaction that just happens, except I have poison spray, and so that just kind of I try to like shield myself with my hands, but then the spray just kind of comes out. So I'm gonna do that. I hope I did this right. Did I do that right? Or no,
That's
that
the
didn't.
damage. Oh, you need me to make
That
a con
didn't.
save. Okay, hold on.
That didn't work.
No, you did it
Hold
right.
up.
I just need to make a con save.
Okay.
If I fail it, I take the full damage. Otherwise, I think I take none. Should say it on the
I
spell.
think so. I think so.
Right. Let me go ahead and roll that real quick. All right, and it is a con save. Hold on. With their +1, that puts them at 11. So it fails the save, and the poison spray hits it. And
Okay.
even though it doesn't have any lungs and naturally isn't able to be poisoned as easily, it still takes the full brunt of the damage, and it is a fragile doll and collapses.
Oh wow. Okay. Awesome.
All right. Wait now. Perfect. And that's your turn, correct?
Yes.
All right. So we got the 2 dolls that are left. The one in the bottom right corner, and the one that's sitting by the window. So let's go ahead and start with the one on the right. It's gonna go ahead and try and poke at the goose.
Try me, bitch.
Try me, bitch. Right. Okay, and it rolls a 7, so that is going to miss.
Try me, bitch.
And it is going to multi-attack, so it's going to try again. This time it rolls a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You're going to take 1 piercing damage, and then you are going to take 3 necrotic damage. So it'll be a total of 4 damage. And make me a charisma saving throw. This is a 6, man. That's the second 6 on charisma you've gotten.
Top of the line rolls, my say.
So you are now cursed for 1 minute. While cursed in this way, your speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it must roll a 1d4 and subtract the number rolled from each ability check or attack roll it makes. So basically Bane.
Okay, I'm like, give me words I know.
Yeah, basically Bane, but on you.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, and the second one, which is a little bit larger and seems more formidable, is going to look at Ma. And let's see here. What do we got? Ma, make me a DC 12 charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving?
Charisma saving throw. $16. Okay. So you see that for a moment, the doll, like, so anime before, like, stops briefly, and you can see the surge of energy try to force its way into you, but then you see it and are able to not only be prepared for it, you try to hear these, like, kid-like voices in your head, but then you expel it out with your mental fortitude, and are able to go ahead and resist having your soul swapped.
That was a mistake, little one.
Yeah, so that is its turn. Next is Goose.
I'm so happy.
Mm.
All right, which one looks bigger?
The one to the left of you, or I guess it would be the north side of the house.
Okay. Let me read this shit.
Excuse me.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt
Okay.
straight to the dome of this ass.
Yeah, go ahead. Should be a spell hit, so.
So what do I do for that? Do I just roll like normal with it, or?
It should. Is it on your spell list, the guiding bolt?
Yeah.
I think you should just be able to click on that and it'll do the attack roll. Let me double check. I can look at Compendium on you real quick. Spells. Did you do the normal roll there?
I just did a roll from Guiding Bolt. Do you want me to do a roll to see if it even hits?
Yeah, that was to... I think that is your 2-hit?
Baby?
The 9 would be the spell attack roll.
Okay. So yeah, unfortunately it deftly moves out of the way of your guiding bolt.
Of course it does. Okay.
I mean, you got a 9.
Yeah.
Is that 4d radiant damage? 46?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
It
Dang.
also makes you get advantage for the next person that attacks it until it comes back to Goose's turn.
Wow.
It's a level 1 spell, pretty good one. Alright, so I'm assuming you have nothing else you wanted to do, Goose?
Yeah, I'm just chilling between it. I'm ready to string them up on my back.
Okay, great. Jir, you're up.
Okay.
Come on in!
So, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I should be able to move into here.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I'll just do a regular attack.
Okay, yep. Go for it.
Oh, only a 9. These things are too small.
They're too small, yeah. This one also, even though it's a lot frailer than the other one by the window, it's able to definitely move out of the way of your greatsword cleave. They're just too small and difficult to hit.
Yeah.
All
Dang,
right.
that's even with a... God, I guess I rolled a 2. Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess that's it for me.
All right. Back to the top of the round. Ember, you're up.
Okay,
up?
can I
Go.
stand on top of people or? Oh.
You can go ahead
Nice
and
vacancy.
move on to their position. We'll just, if you don't want to move the actual icon, that's fine. We'll just pretend that you're there.
Okay, I want to go after the big one because
Okay.
it's super creepy and
Okay.
I want its creepy face to disappear.
Okay, go for it. Let's see it.
There we go.
23 will definitely hit.
Hell yeah.
Okay, roll me damage. 5 bludgeoning damage. So unlike the other ones, this one's a little bit more like hardy, and
Okay.
you can see some of the sewing like undo itself, but it's still standing relatively strong.
Well, that's perfect because there's more where that came from.
Okay, let's see it. Punch him. 14.
hit?
That unfortunately misses.
No!
Dang it.
Yeah, it misses just barely. It was able to move out of the way out of the first strike. It was able to adjust itself, seeing a second attack coming.
When I catch you, Ricky.
Okay. This is great. You know what's great about this, guys? This is an encounter I made up.
Hey, let's go.
They're so nimble.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like looking at these tokens and like you said, like these dolls appear and I'm like, the fuck is this?
Yeah. I made it myself. I wanted to add a little bit of spice to this room.
It is fun.
All right, perfect. Ma, you're up.
I'm gonna Captain America my shield into that one's face.
Okay, let's see it.
Come on. I mean,
That'll hit.
A
all right.
9
Captain America
damage. Yeah,
blast.
this one, you hit it on the shoulder and it shrugs it off, but you can see a lot of the sewing in its left arm has been like torn off.
I can't do anything else though because I'm me right now. So that's it.
All right, perfect. It is now Celeste's turn.
I'm trying to figure out what to do. Um,
So many options.
I do, but I picked a bunch of healing options for my spells too. So
I mean, you just can't trip again if you like.
I could do that. Yeah, I'll do poison spray again on this one, on the one that's
Closest to you.
closest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So let me go ahead and do that.
All right, so that'll be once again a Constitution save.
Yep.
Yeah, he got, or they got a 10, so they fail, and just like the other doll before, the mist sprays on it, and it falls over, collapsed on the ground.
There we go. Cool.
All right. Wait, beautiful. And now it is up to the main doll again. And this time it looks over at Ember there, and is going to go ahead and try to soul swap with you. So it's going to be a DC 12 charisma saving throw.
Who is this targeting?
This is Ember.
Oh, sorry, I stepped away for a second.
No, it's all good. So yeah, you're having to make a charisma saving throw because the puppet or construct here is trying to swap souls with you.
Oh, that's not very nice.
I think I might
Is
have to
that
agree
right?
with you. Not nice.
So yeah, similar to what Ma felt, you feel this presence try to force its way and control you, but after a brief moment of mental fortitude and steeling yourself, you are able to push out the existence from you back to the doll.
Not today.
All right, that is its turn. Goose, you're up.
All right, well, I'm outside with my dog, but I'm picking cherries, and so I think it's the perfect time to do a cantrip or some shit, right?
Okay.
Great.
Did you want me to roll that for you?
We will. How many people are around me? Who am I fighting? What's going on?
There's one doll.
There's one doll
One doll?
left.
One bitch?
Yep.
All right.
I can do it for you. What did you want to use, like Toll the Dead? Or...
We're gonna call Toll the Dead, yeah.
Okay. Let me go ahead and do that for you.
I'm gonna make it rain with chimes, bitch.
All right, so let's go ahead and roll that wisdom. It got a crit fail, so it does in fact fail.
You're mocking me. Okay, sorry. Okay.
I can tell you're very much excited about this. You rolled.
I'm so excited to roll dice.
Yes. You weren't even the one that was able to. That's the unfortunate.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Clearly.
Okay. So the first part of it does 7 damage, and the second part, because it's actually already injured, does an additional 1. Unfortunately, roll really low on the second, but it's fine. You still did 8 damage to it, and it is.
I didn't get it.
It is holding on by its threads here. It is not long for this.
I thought you said I didn't hit it.
No, you hit it.
No, you hit
I
it.
hit it?
Yeah, you hit it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
damaged, man.
I got a crit fail on the save.
Oh, okay. I got upset for no reason. Okay, we're good.
Beautiful. Okay.
All right, we're good.
Okay, you're good? You're good?
Yeah.
Okay, Jeer, you're up. Big Asimar muscles, get in there.
Can I not get close enough to hit it?
I can say that you could probably get close enough to swing at it. You could use your full movement to pretty much be right on top of it. And you have a greatsword, so it's possible you could
Okay.
even reach with that. I don't know how the reach is on greatswords. But either way, I'll count. I'll just say you're going to use all your movement to like kind of find a way in there and get a swing in.
Okay.
25. That'll
25.
definitely hit. Let's go ahead
Wow.
and see it. 11
Select that.
damage. You go ahead and take your sword and like, or you go, it's like, be gone, evil, and just slice it straight down the middle, and it is lying on the floor.
Nice.
Beautiful. That is the end of combat. Let me go ahead and turn back over to the ambience. Beautiful. Okay, so obviously the dolls have been all destroyed, but
Can I cape them?
I mean, there's the one that he just took out is very much in half.
Okay, that's
And
a
is-
half a doll.
Okay, you can do that. The other dolls, one's been punched literally in, like, obliterated. Like, its torso and upper half is all gone, just the arms and legs. And the
Okay, it
other
was
two
beautiful
are
ones.
just collapsed on the ground.
Okay, I'll pick them up and just kind of stitch them together as we go.
Were you also gonna grab the needles they were all holding?
Yeah, I want those needles.
Okay, great. Each of those silver needles is worth 5 gold pieces.
Yeah, we have a lot more to do with them though. That's not just 5 gold.
Okay, well, there's 4 of them, and there were 5 gold pieces. They're basically like 6-inch long needles. They're made entirely of silver.
Interesting.
Jeez.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, now that they are dead, how about we look around the room, see if there's any important information?
Good idea.
So, after searching through the room a bit more, unfortunately, there's not much to get out of this room in particular. These dolls were just kind of
Okay.
waiting in ambush. But you do notice, as the dolls have completely settled now and are currently on the back of Goose, that you see like this very small, like spectral figure float out of the main body of the big one. And you can see for a minute, it almost looks like a, like the smallest child you can think of, like just born, float out of it.
Joey, I think the word's infant.
Like, I'm talking like almost the next step after fetus, almost.
A newborn.
Yes, there you go. That's the word.
Oh,
I just didn't want to say it like the first one, but I messed up anyway. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, that just, the newborn just kind of floats on up as if like it's released from its troubles.
Okay.
What?
I can't see this. It's on my back, so I'm gonna just assume that something's happening, like a gust of wind behind me.
Yes, a gust of wind shutters open the windows briefly and then
Yes.
closes them back shut.
Makes sense to me. Okay.
Shadow, don't judge me.
nah.
I leave the room.
Okay. That's fair.
You ready to look in the other rooms?
Yes, I need out of that room.
The only rooms that you
Go ahead.
haven't fully explored yet
Oh.
are the rooms that Jir just literally walked into and this room. And from what you could tell, after just briefly taking a cursory look at everything there, Jir, this room just has basically a rocking chair, an empty wardrobe, and a small iron stove. Nothing's inside them. They just look a little bit full of soot and dust, but more or less
Okay.
nothing. And then there's the next room, which now Ma enters, and even though you guys got a brief description of the area, let me just go through it again. This dusty chamber is packed with old furniture, and you can look under the sheets, and there's chairs, coat racks, standing mirrors, dressing mannequins, and the like, all draped in a dusty white sheet. near an iron stove underneath one of the sheets is an unlocked wooden trunk containing the skeletal remains of what you'd assume is just an adult.
Oh.
Obviously, it's a skeleton, so you can't really get much identifying features, whether it was male, female, or whatnot. But based on the fact that you didn't actually have any corpses or anything within the nursemaid's room, you assume this is where the soul of that body has been killed at. So yeah, it's the nursemaid's body.
A lot of dead bodies in this house. This is very unsettling.
This is good
Upon
stuff.
also further inspecting, you can check and see that the skeleton seems to be stabbed to death multiple times by knives.
Crime of passion.
Nice.
Can I take the knives?
No. There's no knife in it. You just see like there's multiple incisions, like it actually pierced bone.
Oh! No, never mind. I didn't take it. Never mind. We're good. Keep going.
Okay. And then also, Ember, as you are looking, you decide also to check out the clicking sound over there and notice a stairwell leading straight down. And although you're kind of just paying attention to the random, like, talking and movement of your compatriots, you can hear a faint chanting down the stairs.
So it is a cult.
Yeah, basically. You can't identify what's being said right now, but you can definitely hear a faint chanting downstairs.
I would gesture to my friends to come nearby and put their ears to the door to hear.
Okay.
I'll move out of the way so they can listen and I'm not right there.
Let me go over the features of the stairwell itself. It's a narrow spiral staircase made of creaky wood, and it's contained within a 5-foot wide shaft of mortared stone that starts in the attic and descends. I'm just going to assume you guys are eventually heading this down, so I'll just say it descends down 50 feet to the bottom of the basement.
Okay.
Anyone got a rope?
And as you pass through the lower levels of the house, you make the descent, you can see thick cobwebs fill the shaft and reduce visibility in the staircase to 5 feet. So if you don't have dark vision, it is very hard to see right now.
Do I have dark vision?
I
Maybe
have
on your
to
section.
check. It would say it on
I'm
your
still
compendium.
outside, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look it up for you real quick.
The dog wants to roll in worms. I can't stop him.
Okay. Gotta love
Kenku
it.
do not have dark vision.
Alright, I go.
Oh, they might, depending.
They do not.
They do not. Okay. I figured Grave Domain might have had something that they could do.
See.
I believe I have dark vision.
Ark. Grave.
Yeah, I got it too. So we're both good on that.
Mhm.
Do you two have dark vision?
Yeah,
I-
our eyes glow.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well,
Yep,
fine.
yep.
Okay.
The rest of you don't have dark vision. Got it. So I know that Goose doesn't. Celeste, you said you did or did not?
I do have dark vision, yes.
Okay, so the only one that's going to have trouble seeing downstairs is unfortunately Goose.
I just go by echolocation, but with honks.
Smart.
Sure, you got it.
Leave. What
All
can I
right,
do?
so I'm assuming you guys are heading down.
I will definitely go down.
Careful.
I'm going
Yeah.
down. I'm gonna fall down the stairs.
Oh, okay, great.
No. Don't do that.
Let's switch up scenes here. All right, let me go ahead and reveal a bit more of the area to you. So you guys are kind of spread out into this hallway at the moment. All right, and let me go ahead and describe the area. So, You enter the lower levels, and the dungeon level underneath this house is carved out of earth, clay, and rock. The tunnels are 4 feet wide by 7 feet high, with timber braces at 5-foot intervals. The rooms that you could see are 8 feet tall and are supported by thick wooden posts with crossbeams. It has, let's see, characters without dark vision must provide their own light sources as the dungeon is unlit. There is no sources of light around. If you have your own lantern or torches, you can use that. And as you are stepping into the area, you can see amidst all the dust and debris in the area, there's several footprints on the ground. You don't know how old the footprints are, but you can see them on the ground. And let me actually change the ambience now, because we're at the lower floors now. We gotta have a different music, you know?
I'm scared.
I put one wing over Ember's shoulder, even though I can't see shit, and I think it's her, but then it ends up being somebody else. Anybody else want to have fun?
Girls just wanna have fun.
I have a question.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Do the stairs still exist after we've come down here? Like, can we go back up?
Yep.
Okay, good.
The stairs are still there, very much so.
In case we need to make a hasty retreat.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are currently in this hallway here, and as you're going by, you can see like there's several smaller offshoots that lead into what are basically crypts.
Oh, because Emmy brought it up there too. I will also cast a light on my sword.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect for a light source. So now Gooses doesn't have to worry about really anything
Yeah.
light worthy.
I
As
meant
you
to
continue,
try to cast that.
as you progress a little bit here and there, Ma, you continue south and you notice that there is a door to the south of you, but there's also a couple of offshoots to the north and south leading sides. Okay, I'll just reveal a couple more areas here. All right. And let's see here. And while you guys are down here, look, from the moment you arrive in the dungeon, the characters can hear an eerie, incessant chanting echoing throughout. It's possible to gauge where the sound is coming from, and you just are wandering around just hearing this constant chanting over and over. The same thing, you just cannot actually perceive what it is. Essentially. But maybe a little bit more intimidating. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Perfect.
Okay, so did you guys want to look through these hallways here? Because there's a couple of various doorways and such. There's
Marching
also,
orders?
just so you are clear, I don't know if you can see it properly, Ma, or not, but you see that at the very, would be the western side, down here, below you, there is a door that is blocking the way. You can choose to inspect. I'm just saying that there is a door there.
All right. I'm gonna look at it.
Okay, so you go ahead and look at the door, and you don't notice any, like, perceivable locks or knobs or anything like that. And as you try to press on it to, like, push it open, you can feel a lot of resistance on the other side, like something's pushing against it.
Good news, everyone. It is a door.
Also, give me a perception check.
Excellent. All of us, or?
Just Ma.
Okay.
13. So you go ahead and you're pressing against it, noticing that you can't get through, and then you take a moment just to check, maybe you hear some noise or something, and you can hear the sound of something being gnawed on the other side of the door.
There's something big in here.
But then after you hear
Like
it gnaw for a little bit, you can hear like the pitter patter of steps as it seems to step away from the door.
Pitter patter, you say?
I gotta think of words that work with this, okay?
Oh, a giant goose, you say?
Like, what are the odds that this is the beast and we are not happy about opening this door?
What's up for
What
you
does
guys,
everyone
please?
else think?
Yes, I'm looking for you guys.
Meanwhile, I'm like poking my head around this corner.
Okay, yeah, no, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, let's hold off on the door.
So,
Okay, I don't want to be regular barbarian Russian.
yeah, Jir, you go ahead and head further down, and you see a set of or like a small staircase that leads further down to another level, maybe not even half a story down. And as you can have dark vision, you see a table.
I also have light on my sword.
Yeah, so you see a lot. Got it. So you see a wooden table and 4 chairs stand at the east end of this room. To the west are 4 alcoves containing moldy straw pallets. And I'll go ahead and reveal those too, because I'm assuming you're kind of inspecting the area.
Okay. Yeah, I'll kind of come over here to this side of the table and just take a look around.
Nothing you could really see there. There might be some old dusty tomes or some scrolls on the table, but they've been aged for years and years. You don't even know how long. So it feels like if you touch them, they just collapse and fall apart.
Does it look like people were living in here?
Yes, the little straw piles seem to be where several members of whatever was going on here were sleeping.
Okay. And this is a hallway over here?
Yeah, it's a hallway that leads further down.
Okay.
Please follow me.
Yeah, so
Me?
like I
I
kind of
follow.
like I'll look back at my companions and say and like try to like whisper and be like, so if there was something beyond that door where Ma was, this is maybe our path forward?
Maybe. Um, can I cast detect magic?
On what exactly?
Am I allowed just to do the space, or does it have to be an item?
No, you can use detect magic. I believe it's a concentration spell, correct?
Yes.
So yeah, you go ahead and cast detect magic, and you just look through there, and you don't really see anything in particular that's magical in nature.
Okay.
You look through the straw piles, obviously, just to see, and they just look very much like rotting, obviously, because it's been there for who knows how long.
Okay. So nothing weird here yet.
Nothing.
Okay.
That's
then,
good.
I look at my companions and I like tilt my head kind of like towards the hallway and shrug.
We
Sounds
might
good to
as
me.
well.
Okay, I'll head down.
You'll head down. Okay, let me go ahead and reveal. So you go to the end of the hallway there, and you notice to the west of you a long stairwell, and you can look in
Okay.
front of you. Seems to be a larger room further in.
Is Goose able to move yet?
I could just move them over for you guys. That's not a problem.
Since she's a little further away, I would naturally have like, come on this way, this way.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
I'll move down.
Okay, you're heading down. Okay. Let me just double check to make sure there isn't anything else I need to note for you guys as you're venturing further in this way. Nope, not yet. Alright. Cool.
It's probably better if I lead up the back.
So you go ahead and enter into the next room here, and you see a 4-foot diameter well shaft with a 3-foot high stone lip that descends 30 feet to a water-filled cistern. A wooden bucket hangs from a rope and pulley mechanism bolted to the crossbeams above the well. There's also, from what you can tell, several side rooms, which I'll give like a little bit of light on so you can actually see where they are.
Okay. I'll come up to the well and peer down it.
You're just peering down the well. You do see down at the bottom the glint of recognizable gold down there.
Hmm. Is the bucket raised or lowered currently?
It's currently raised. It's just sitting there
Okay.
right where you're at.
Okay, I'm going to try and lower the bucket.
Okay. Just go ahead and roll me a strength athletics check.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So you go ahead and start working the pulley mechanism, and at first it's a bit tough. Like, it hasn't been used in a very long time, so there's a lot of creaking to it. It does make quite a bit of noise, but you go ahead and are able to go ahead and rotate it, and eventually it does get to the bottom.
Okay.
Are you gonna pull it back up?
And I put my sword like over the edge of the well so that like some light of the light shines down there, and I look down. I try and see if the buckets like got any of the glint of the gold down there.
So when you got it down, you like were able to very suddenly like jolt it down, so the bucket kind of went like at an angle down into it, almost like a scooping motion. And so it hit the bottom, scooped up, and you do notice that not even though it's not all the gold coins at the bottom, you do have some gold coins in the bucket.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna reel that sucker back up.
All right, so you reel it back up, and yeah, you find 20 gold pieces.
Nice.
Yep. And you feel it now, Mr. Krabs. Perfect. So yeah, you go ahead and get your loot from the well. Other than that, you can see the water itself. It doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with it. You have detect magic going. There's nothing magical going on with it. So yeah, it's just a normal water well.
Goose doesn't like wells.
I'll give everyone like 4 gold pieces so that it's all split evenly amongst us.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll go ahead and reveal these 2 areas because I see that you 2 are kind of like already in line of sight basically of it. So yeah, there's 2 rooms in there. These ones are a little bit more furbished than the ones that you saw in the previous room where it was just a cot. This actually has like a straw bed in it. And they're like 4-foot diameter. They have a 4-foot well shaft. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, so each room once served as a quarters for some particular group of people, and they contain a wood frame bed with a moldy straw mattress and a wooden chest to hold personal belongings. Each chest is secured with a rusty iron padlock that you can pick with a lock picking or any other tools you have that would make that work. Okay, got it. Go for it. The purring cat decides to open the locks on the first 2 rooms over here. Okay. All right, so a 7. This time, unfortunately, there's a bit more of a kickback on it, and it doesn't actually fumble in there right. Your claw does hurt a little bit, but nothing. It's more superficial damage. So you're perfectly fine.
Okay, I try next one.
Okay, go for it. 13? Yeah, that goes ahead and opens up that one. After fiddling with it again, the padlock breaks off or the lock itself opens after you go through the tumblers. And yeah, in this particular one, let's just say you went into the second room here, which is near Emmy. So that one contains 11 gold pieces and 60 silver pieces in a pouch made of human skin.
Oh,
Ooh.
fun.
Ugh.
I like skin.
I think they played Rimworld.
What the helly?
Nosebleed. Money!
Money.
Is this another one of these rooms down here that I'm by now?
Yeah, sorry, I'll unveil it. So yeah, it leads to, again, another one of these similar rooms. In fact, I'll assume that you guys are just exploring these all. Yeah, there's just all these similar rooms with, again, like a footlocker of some sort near them.
Okay.
And you guys can try multiple times here to try and get these open, however way you want to do it. They are rusty padlocks, so there's even an option for possibly breaking it, so...
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if I could try and, like, break the padlock.
Yeah, go for it.
Like an athletics check?
Yep, do an athletics check.
I want to do that too.
Oh, no!
Oh, no, so you try to go ahead and force it open, like, roughly, to go ahead and, like, force the lock to just break off, and it unfortunately just kind of kicks back, and you stumble backwards from the force, but you're otherwise unharmed.
I get like a rusty scrape on my hand. I'm like, oh no, I'm not protected against tetanus.
Oh no! Uh-oh. Run to the well, hurry! As for Emmy, yes, you are able to go ahead and, instead of, like, forcing it open with your hands, you go ahead and deftly find a really rusted out part of the padlock and do a swift punch into it, and it will break off, so you're able to open up that chest. And
I'm an idiot.
Huh?
I said, I'm an idiot because I have a crowbar.
I mean, yeah, that would work.
Helps.
Can I do it? Can I try again with
you
advantage?
can definitely try again. I'll go and describe what the contents of this chest is that Emmy's currently working on here. So, we've got, in this room, contains an ivory hairbrush with silver bristles worth 25 gold pieces.
Wow.
Oh, I'm keeping that.
Gotta style it up, you know? You don't know what's been
Yeah.
going on in here, but, you know, it's a very pretty brush.
You just clean it a little.
Yeah, just a little.
Pretty.
And yeah, that'll definitely work. This time you go ahead and pry it open completely. Like, there's a bit of splinters from the chest itself, but you don't get any real damage. Just a couple of things splinter off, hit you on the shoulders, but you've got chainmail or whatever you're wearing that just bounces off of it, so you're fine. And in the contents of that chest, there's a silvered short sword worth 110 gold pieces.
Ooh. Is anyone in the party proficient with short swords?
I'm gonna check real quick because I don't know.
I think they might count as a monk weapon for the monk. I'm not
I'm
sure
just
though.
gonna
It is
brush
definitely a finesse
Ma's
weapon.
tail with the
Aw.
brush.
Perfect.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Monks get proficiency with short swords and can use them as a monk weapon. So, I will give the silvered short sword to Ember and be like, use this against any undead enemies. It will be very effective.
Oh, thank you so much.
All
Yeah,
right.
I don't think I
Um,
have anything.
Celeste,
Can
are you
I-
trying to do something here?
Yeah, I realize that I have a shovel,
Okay.
and so I'm gonna
Pry it
try to
open.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Which one do I?
It would be athletics, and you can do
All
that
right.
at advantage. Okay,
Mm.
glad you had that
Okay.
that bonus. So yeah, you go ahead and even though it's like, wow, you're like such a small fairy, like compared to everyone else, you're like way smaller, and you just like all of a sudden, bam, just break it open. People just look at it, whoa. So yeah,
The tiny rage.
tiny raids. That's right. You have to let it out on something. Those dolls freaked you out.
Yep.
I respect it.
All right. In this room's chest contains a black leather eye patch with a carnelian sewn into it, and that's worth 50 gold pieces.
It's a shiny.
It's a shiny. Shiny. I'm gonna assume that you guys also probably did the same with this room and eventually do break it open at some point, so that way you don't have to go back and move there. In that chest contains 3 moss agates which are worth 10 gold apiece, and a folded piece of black cloth.
Folded black cloth.
Unfold it?
Yeah, you go and unfold it, and you, even though there's no scent or anything of it, you do see the telltale signs of blood. Dried over time, obviously. It's not fresh. It's not fresh.
This is very old.
Yeah. And as you guys were finishing exploring, there is also a stairwell that continues further. I believe this is going up? Yeah, it's going back up.
Did the goose have that handkerchief? What did you say it was?
It's a
Blood.
black piece of cloth.
Can I have it?
Yes. I just hand it over to the goose.
Great, I take it in my mouth and I just look at her.
Oh,
Oh, that's not sanitary,
it
goose.
has blood on it.
That's okay.
Oh, thank you for doing that. There's Shadow, that actually helps with managing all the inventory.
So what else did we just find? There was like some gemstones or something?
Yeah, so I'll just go
needles.
through the whole list again. So you had 11 gold pieces and 60 silver pieces in a pouch made of human skin.
Where did 11 gold, 60 silver.
Yep.
And human skin
Skin pouch.
bag.
Take the human skin bag with us.
Yeah.
I feel like
There's some-
morally I have problems with that.
Maybe. But you probably could just take the gold out of that and put it into your own backpack and just put it away, burn it, or whatever you want to
Yes.
do with it.
I'll take it.
Okay. And then the second chest had 3 moss agates, which were worth 10 gold apiece, so it would be 30 gold total, and then that folded piece of black cloth, which Goose is now, I'm assuming, made like into a scarf around them.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm chewing on it.
Oh.
Well, there was something you said about like a carnelian?
Yes, I'm getting to that next. There's a black leather eye patch with a carnelian sewn into it that's worth 50 gold pieces.
What is a carnelian?
A gemstone of some kind?
Yeah.
I have some.
You have some?
Yeah. And moss
I'm
agate.
not surprised.
It's
They're
pretty.
kind of like an orangish red stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
I
also
mean,
got
they have like
6-inch needles.
they have like the textured look of what jade would be, but orangish red.
Okay.
And then let's see here. The next chest was the ivory hairbrush with silver bristles that's worth 25 gold. And by the way, is the music too loud for you guys? Are we good?
I'm currently
It's
okay.
fine.
It's
good,
okay. It's
just
maybe a
push it out.
touch loud.
Okay, I can turn it down now.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, perfect. And then the last one is the silvered short sword worth 110 gold, but you guys seem like you're using that for equipment as opposed to selling, so that's completely up to you if you want to put that on there.
What an expensive sword.
It's made of pure silver, I mean.
You're gonna give that to me, really?
But she
Well-
uses her fists.
Well, monks can go ahead and use monk-themed weapons, so things that are dex-based, usually they can make use of, and it just allows them to have something that's a little bit higher damage for their initial attack, and then immediately followed up with the unarmed strikes.
I've never had anything this expensive or nice before, so I'm just kind of like
Yeah,
a
it's
little
real
bit in
nice.
awe. Not sure how to feel about it.
I walk up behind Ember while I'm chewing the rag and just kind of look at her and look at the sword and then walk away.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, to watch the goose go and just acknowledge.
and apparently as a rough conversion, any like gold price, if you multiply it by 10, it's a rough conversion into real life dollars.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that sword's worth essentially $1,100.
You're giving it to me?
Yeah? Well,
EPS.
until you get like your Sun Soul abilities,
Yeah.
they're very useful.
True. Thank you.
All right. So this room has been cleared out. You found everything in there, and now there's obviously you can go back from whence you came, or you can go up the next set of stairs. I also need to adjust the vision here because I know it's actually kind of hard to see what's going on with the stream. So let me do that. That should be a lot better. Don't use them puny little weapons. I'm big man, big strong man with great sword.
Fair.
All right, so you're heading up that way, Ma?
I think.
Okay, no problem. So you head over and you notice that there's a hallway that continues down to the west of you, and over to the south continues up the stairwell. And I'll just go ahead and unveil the rest of the hallway there.
So I have a feeling that this way is it connects in some way, shape, or form.
Perhaps.
Mayhaps. And we do not want to do that yet, right?
That's, again, completely up to you.
We just want to make sure with everyone, like, we're all on the same page, right?
Yeah, let's avoid that.
Well,
Let's
you
avoid that
heard
right now.
something behind the door, right?
Yeah, it didn't seem small.
Sounded like it was eating.
It was eating, which,
What is it eating? How is there food down here?
don't know. But what I do know is that a lot of things are a lot more agitated when they're hungry, opposed to when they're fed and everything. They're a little bit more subdued.
Okay.
So hopefully it had a nice meal. Now we can go.
I say we look around, see if there are any more valuables, information, or additional threats.
I agree.
Before you continue any further there, Ma, please give me a wisdom perception check. Just perception check.
Oh no.
Okay.
And while you're in there, I'll go and say the ghostly chanting heard throughout the dungeon gets discernibly louder as you head down that hallway.
Fuck me.
Okay, yeah, so it seems like the hallway seems perfectly fine.
Could I do another thing? Can I do it? Can I do a perception check?
You are nowhere near the front.
What do you mean? I'm with him.
No, you're not. On the map, you're at the very back, if anything.
Okay, well, I haven't moved in a minute. Hold on. Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
Again, you gotta keep in mind that you can't physically know what's going on in Ma's situation. He's the
I'm
one
right
that's up in the
next to
front.
him. I'm right next to him.
Okay, now that...
Goose, that hallway, something about it is messed up.
I can sniff it out if you want.
Do you have something to sniff out things without
My
your actual
nose.
beak? Oh no.
Yes.
Go ahead. Sure, I'll let you go ahead and do a perception check.
Yay.
Since you're searching.
I'm searching.
It's like the second net one I've had.
Yeah, that's a rough one, too. 22, okay. So yeah, Goose, you go ahead and head further into the hallway, just past where Ma was.
Oh, let
and
me move him.
I've already moved you over, it's fine.
Oh, thank God, okay.
And as you approach the next, like, 5-foot tile, you can see, like, there's a small difference in like the layering of stone right in front of you.
Mm.
Okay, as I'm going closer to it,
Mhm.
I quickly put both of my arms up
Okay.
because and I'm just like, wait,
Okay.
something's here.
Okay, are you doing anything, like, are you throwing something on the tile, or are you just poking at it with your paw, or
Yes,
whatever it be?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
what are you
I
doing?
am. Hold on. Looking at my inventory. I'm going to poke at the tile with my crowbar.
Okay, so as you press against it, you can feel like there's a bit of give, and after pushing on it a little bit harder and harder, it collapses downwards, like at a 45-degree or 90-degree angle straight down, and below you can see a set of spikes shoot up.
Guys, I believe we have what's called boobies.
Hmm.
That's what they're
What?
called, right? Boobies.
It's
Boobies.
it's a spike pit. It's a spike
I've heard
pit.
of these.
Boobies. Well, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes,
Boobies.
I've heard of them.
They're like
Yes.
sharpened wooden spikes at the bottom.
Yes, like a booby trap, right? Boobies.
Yes. Mhm.
Ember
Yes.
is very confused.
Okay, I'll explain it. So basically, there's spikes down there, and I poked at it, and now they're showing. It's a booby trap.
Okay,
Do you get it?
let's not go down that way.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Gosh dang it, Shadow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so I'm assuming you guys are gonna go up the other way? I mean, technically speaking, it's like the hole is 5 feet wide, so you could jump it, but that is up to you guys.
I'm gonna
Okay.
take my crowbar and I'm gonna throw it at the other tile.
Okay, you throw it, and obviously you don't have it anymore, but you throw it onto the next tile, and there's no discernible collapse like the other one.
Okay.
It just, your Cobra's just sitting there now.
Wait,
How
don't
about this? How about
can't
this?
the goose fly? And
No, the goose can't
Can't
fly.
go,
But
can't
what if
fly.
I
the,
can
the
fly.
little dude can? The
No, I
little,
say,
little,
wait.
little one, fly over and see if you fall, and if you don't, you float.
What?
What?
She'll be fine.
I can hover, I suppose.
Yes,
Where's
exactly.
your
And then
crowbar?
come into my lovely arms when you're not feeling safe.
I just want to say
Where's-
this crowbar's as large as you, so it might be a little difficult to just get it back to the other side.
Come on, okay.
No, she doesn't need to get it. Just go and see if you fall down.
What?
What?
You won't
She
fall
can fly.
down.
Wait,
You're just
wait.
gonna put your weight on it, and then if you start falling, you fly.
Okay.
Trust me, I have
No.
science.
should we be triggering the traps? Or I feel like we need to be very cautious here, especially
Yeah.
after seeing all of this.
I
Now is
mean,
not
I
the time for science.
Science proves.
Science proves death.
No. I
Yes.
know death. I sense death. No death.
Hey, wait a second. Maw has the shield, and it'll automatically come. He'll come back.
Can I
How
scoop
about
it
we
with
use
the shield?
that? What?
Can I scoop it with the shield? Like you throw
I
it and
think
like you
they're
scoop
trying to
it?
tell you to test the tile itself with the
Oh.
shield.
Yeah.
So basically, just keep Captain America slamming it.
Yes, because
Just
I don't
okay.
want to die.
Can I do
You
that?
won't die.
Sure, go ahead.
I'm gonna heave this sucker as hard as I can.
Okay, roll to attack.
Okay.
Uh, 11, so yeah, you throw the shield and it makes a notably loud clang throughout the hallways.
Stealthy.
We're being
And
very
then comes
stealthy,
back
guys.
to you. The the floor doesn't seem to drop, but you do hear sounds coming down further from the hall.
No.
Mm.
Why?
Dang it.
I mean, you did just throw a metal shield
I
into
told
a
them to be
stone
careful.
floor.
I warned them to be careful.
Which
Okay,
way are they
okay.
coming from?
Watch this, everybody. I'm gonna hop on the tile.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Goose, I love
What?
your chaoticness, but right now maybe not so much.
It didn't fall, and I think your thing weighs a little bit more than me.
Do we see anything on the other end of this hallway?
You see a small staircase heading further down, but other than that, it's hard to actually see from how far away you are.
Okay.
Okay, how about this? Hold on. Watch this, guys. I'm going to sense the undead.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh.
So
Okay,
you go
I'm
ahead and do
sensing
it?
them.
Yeah, you definitely
Yeah.
pick up several undead.
Oh, good thing I'm a grave cleric.
You did it, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can't exactly tell what they are, but they're definitely in that radius.
Where was the
Okay.
noise coming from, by the way?
Further down the hall.
So they were coming from here.
It's hard to, like, considering how tight the spaces are, it's hard to tell if it's coming from down the steps, or if it's coming, like, actually through the, because if you look a little bit, like, tightly against the wall here, you can see, like, there is a small corridor that leads off towards this direction, but it's really hard to actually see anything further down that way.
Okay.
Okay, so my question is this anything coming from here or from over here?
You do start hearing this clamoring of footsteps getting closer from both directions.
Wait.
Guys, we're in a hallway. We need to do something. I vote. I go.
And you're noticing that the sounds are getting louder and louder and louder. And then all of a sudden, you see, Celeste, you smell an absolutely putrid smell coming down the hallway. And the steps are
Okay.
getting louder and louder until they are right in front of the hallway on you guys.
Yes,
And what you
everyone
see
fall
before
back.
you are these hideously deformed creatures that have blood and and saliva just dripping down their mouths, and they're staring at you and lunge to attack. Roll initiative.
Don't worry, guys. We got this. I know what I'm doing.
So let me go and reveal the two that you can see. Hold on.
Oh
I have
no.
a +8. I have a +8 and I get a 12.
Alright. He's on that layer.
Poor goose.
I become very, like, more stern and angry than normal because these look like the type of undead that killed my family.
Yes, you
Oh
can.
boy.
After
That's
taking a
great.
moment to look at them as they're charging towards Celeste's position, you can very much tell that these are ghouls.
Okay.
And you also notice that the ghouls themselves seem to be cloaked in these black robes, like cultish robes.
Oh,
I
like
knew
me.
it.
You knew it. You got it.
Congratulations.
Alright, so let me see. Oh, I have to clear again? Why? Okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
I have to go and, like, clear the turn order for some reason.
Why?
I don't know why, because it had you guys, like, 2 versions of you guys on the turn order.
Oh.
So I just cleared the ones that were, the extra ones that weren't doing what you you guys rolled. Okay. Let me get the roll for these guys. Un momento. All right. You guys can see that, can't you? That's fine.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they got a 20.
I'm worried about Celeste.
I will try.
All right, so let me go and organize the turn order here. So the first one up is Jeer, followed by the ghouls. After that, it's Celeste, Goose, Maw, and then Ember last.
Okay.
All right, so Jeer, you're up. What are we doing here?
Okay. Celeste is small size, right? So I can
Correct.
occupy
Yes.
the
You can
same
definitely occupy
space?
hers.
Okay. So I am going to then charge up and take a swing with my great sword.
Okay.
Come on, don't miss. Fuck. 9. God damn it.
Yeah, that unfortunately doesn't hit their AC. They see you come up abruptly as they were looking for food and hearing the loud sounds, and then they see your sword just all kind of like start charging towards them. They just bounce back close to the wall to avoid it.
God damn it. I can't do anything if I freaking miss.
I
All right.
understand this.
The ghouls are up now. They can't really. There's some that can move forward, others cannot. So there's only 2 that can reach for attack, so they're gonna attack 1 each on Celeste and Jeer.
Okay.
Right. Page. They're gonna go ahead and try to claw at you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it does it like it's advantage. It shouldn't be doing that. 12's the roll on the first one. I'm assuming that missed on you,
Which
Jeer?
one is there? Yeah, I have a AC 17.
Okay.
I have a
And-
13.
Okay, so let me go and see. That's a 20, so that will hit Celeste.
Okay. I'm going to use my fighting style interception.
Okay. I'm assuming that
Um,
allows you to take the hit for her.
It means that I can reduce the damage that she'll take by 1d10 plus my proficiency bonus.
Okay, let's see it.
Wow.
Okay. So I'll reduce her damage by 5.
Okay, so she will only take 3 damage. Now I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you here, Celeste.
Okay. Constitution save. Where is the save? There we go.
That is a 7. That unfortunately fails the save, and you are paralyzed for a minute.
Okay.
You can repeat the save on your turn to get out of it.
Okay.
It's at the end, so unfortunately it will skip your turn, but you do get to go ahead and roll for it.
I roll now. Another one.
Yeah, go and roll me that
Okay.
con save one more time.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yep, that will break you from the paralysis, but it does end your turn automatically because it's a check at the end of the turn.
Okay.
Right. Goose, you are up.
So
The
from
bringer
my
of trouble,
position-
as it were.
What? I didn't slam the metal thing down. What do you mean?
You told them to.
I didn't initial whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to. How can I see them?
You could peer around that corner there and you'd be able to see one very easily.
Okay, we're gonna do a fancy thing I haven't done before. Ready for
Okay.
this shit?
Okay.
We're gonna channel divinity.
Okay.
Oh.
Path to the grave.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Perfect. You want to explain that for the rest of the class? I know what it does.
Sure, of course. Okay, so I'm talking to my lovely deity, and I'm saying hi. As an action, you choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you, cursing it until the end of your next turn. The next time you or an ally of yours hits the cursed creature with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to all of that attack's damage, and then the curse ends.
So essentially 50% more damage.
Correct, Moon.
Wow.
All right. So that's your turn. Ma, it is on you next.
I take it I cannot occupy forward because there'd be 2 people in front, right?
Yeah, the hallways are very tight. So I'd say you could feasibly, like, go wherever Celeste is and have a throwing weapon. You could probably just hurl it above her.
Oh, I could definitely throw.
Okay.
I can lay down.
Reach both?
Nah,
Yeah,
it's
reach
fine.
both
You're
of them,
short
but
enough that
straight
you could
ahead.
easily throw it over. You're fine.
Well, I'm also in that square.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could probably, like, give some sort of word like, hey, I'm throwing this, and you could,
Mhm.
like, scoot to one side or the other more, so that way you could feasibly do it.
On your left. I'm gonna throw the hell out of that
I
shield.
bet you are.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, that you throw it and it bounces against the wall and shoots back to you, but the vibrations kind of jostle that ghoul there because it's just a loud noise in its ear, so it'll be paralyzed for that turn.
Oh, well, shit.
All right, Ember, you are up.
Okay.
And my God, it is a tough way to get in there.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So, can I throw spears?
I believe.
Can I even hit them?
Again, it'd be like an on your left, but with 3 people involved. But
Yeah, maybe I just like am moral support. I don't
can
know.
say you'll do it, but it's going to be like they have some cover. And if you
Okay.
fail badly, it might hit one of your allies.
I don't want to hit one of my allies. I can. Yeah, I don't. Even if I like, I don't know. If I were to do something athletic, would I be able to get past people? Like,
It's just
I
the
don't know.
unfortunate problem is that the hallways are extremely tight, like both vertically and width-wise. There's only 5 feet width, and there's only 7 feet high.
Okay. Well,
You're having the same problem that the ghouls are having, right?
yeah. If you need me, I'll be back here, guys. Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, I end my turn.
All right.
Would it say?
Still with the cloth in my mouth, I just stare at you and just start chewing it.
Would it say be possible for her to like move in and out of Maw's square, but like say then be able to use her where is this?
I'll say
healing hands ability on like Celeste or something like that?
I mean, you could do that. I could also argue if you wanted to, you could do Step of the Wind, so you can spend a key point to actually be able to get in there. Like, just for your acrobatics, you, like, are bouncing off the walls and then just doing a quick strike and then going back.
Okay.
Obviously, to expend a key point,
Yeah.
but I'm
I
just
only have
trying to
2 of
figure out a way
those.
that you can do something on your turn, because
Yeah.
this feels a little
I think
awkward.
I think I'll heal Celeste if that's an option to just kind of like
Sure.
shimmy in there and
Sure, you could squeeze by Maw there and place your hands upon Celeste to heal.
Okay. Okay. I a number of d4s equal to your proficiency bonus. What proficiency would that be?
Just
So
the
that's-
2.
Yeah, 2d4.
2d4.
Okay, for 5 hit points on Celeste.
Okay. So I am back up to my full health.
All right,
Okay.
awesome.
Sweet. Thank you, Ember.
All right, Jeer, you are up.
Okay, let's try this again.
And this one is stunned, so you do have advantage.
Ooh, okay, good to know.
And it's vulnerable.
So 25 will definitely hit. Roll me damage.
Okay. I'm going to expend a Divine Smite.
Okay.
With vulnerability.
So that'll be 15 slashing to begin with.
Okay.
And then Divine Smite will do an extra 2d8
It's radiant damage.
radiant damage.
Okay.
9.
So you got double vulnerability on the radiant damage, and you got vulnerability. Okay. So I believe that's 22 damage on the regular slash through the vulnerability. And then 9, that would be 18. So you did 40 damage.
Great.
So yeah,
Jeez.
you literally strike it
Obliterated
straight
this
down
thing.
the middle, and even though it's like cleaved in half, before it actually falls to the side, a burning radiant light like burns the whole corpse and just disintegrates. And seeing that
hate
display,
Ghouls.
yeah, just a little bit. That's a lot of damage. So yeah, he is dusted, and seeing this, the ghoul there try to go ahead and move back a bit because they're a little afraid. So yeah, they are frightened by you and decide to run away from you.
Oh, they ain't running away from me.
All right, and that will be
Well, because
their...
I still get. Oh, I guess we moved on from my turn then, right?
Oh, was there something else you wanted to do?
Well, because like when I kill that one, I wanted to step into its space.
Oh yeah, you can go and use your movement by all means.
Okay.
I'll say that you do that, and you can even step into the second section that the other one was occupying.
Okay. I'm going to just do this for a second. There we go.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah, you can move one more down if you want. I'll say that you
Okay.
were like they were running from you as they saw that.
Yeah.
And it leads into a much more open room. You can see piles of bones littering the ground of this particular room.
Okay.
And what you can assume is what they were eating earlier.
Can I continue to move into this room?
I'll say you can use up to half your movement because they were running away from you. So it kind of was
So one
clogged
more?
up. Yeah. Yeah, we can say that's fine.
Sure. Okay. Go ahead then.
Celeste, you're up.
Okay. So I am going to move to right here. And then
Okay.
I am going to cast create a bonfire on this guy.
Okay.
And that is within a 5-foot square. So
I mean, if you want,
gonna-
you could theoretically do it here and it'd hit these two as well.
you know what? I'll do it over there. Yeah.
Okay, so it's dexterity saves. I gotta roll 3 of them, so just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 crit succeeded. The other 2 got... Let me just add their modifiers real quick, sorry. And this is a Dex save. Okay, so they got 13 and 12. So 2 of them got hit by it.
Okay. So then the damage for that is, what is the damage on that?
You also hear in this like room. Hold on, let me reveal a little more. You can hear there's like a little alcove right behind him, and you can hear a slight like screeching sound behind it.
Oh boy.
So it also got hit by it, and it does 4 damage. You said.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just double check if there's any abilities here. No. Okay. Perfect. So 3 of them took 4 damage.
Cool. And I am going to. Okay. How? Yeah. I'm going to. I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay. I'm just gonna pull up one more monster stat block. Hold on. That's what its name is. Like, what is this name of this thing? That's right. And the next person can go ahead and have their turn. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to organize some things real quick.
Great. I'm
That would
so
be-
excited. I'm moving. Moving the
Okay.
30 feet I can.
And as you go ahead and enter into that room, you can see behind where those ghouls were, this weirdly tentacled creature is in this little alcove over here that they're hiding near. And it kind of pokes its head out, seeing that it just got burned. And let me put it on the layer.
What's it called?
Yeah, it's like a tentacled worm, and it has like
Boy, tentacles.
it's like got a beak on it, almost like an octopus beak or a squid beak, and like just kind of like just open maw, looking at you. Yeah, just want to make sure you heard it.
Yeah. Okay, Des, we're not doing that right now. So does the tentacle thing have damage taken, I'm assuming?
Yes. Okay. The 3 that took some fire damage are the ones that are up on this upper part. The lower guy did not take any damage.
Okay, well, I'm gonna target the tentacle thing
Okay.
What is?
that
Toll
took
the dead?
damage. Yes.
It's like I've dealt with so many clerics in the past or something.
The only thing that reaches right now.
Oh, that's fine. So it's a wisdom, right?
Wisdom.
It would be an 18, unfortunately, for you.
Fuck. Okay.
All right. And I'm assuming that is your turn?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Ma, you are up.
So I can move 40 spaces.
Yes, you can.
I can. I kind of like them not being able to move much out of the way. I'm a Captain America, the tentacle.
Okay.
These ghouls are really nice. They're kind of provide a nice little meat barrier. I'm liking that.
Hey. Oh, hell
Alright.
yeah. Toll the Dead's amazing.
I mean, shoot.
Okay, 24 to hit. Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
I mean, shoot. All
9
right.
damage. Yep.
Slashing damage.
Respectable.
Did I get any calamari off of that?
You definitely went ahead and sliced off one of the small tentacles on it.
All right.
And I'm sorry, I didn't describe that the tentacles are barbed.
Oh, fun. Extra fun.
Yeah, I know. I that detail makes it all the difference, really. You know.
I mean, truly. Well then, just because I can't really do anything else, I'm just gonna look at the ghoul straight ahead of me. It's like, you stay right there. I'll be right back for you.
They're kind of just cowering in fear of Jir at the moment.
Good.
Or at least one
Keep
of
it
them.
up, buddy. You're doing a great job.
The one at the corner still is. These three are like looking back at you, just like.
Okay, that's it for me.
Okay, Ember, you're up.
All right.
You can move.
So I can move. Finally, I can do something, and I am going to punch some fear into this ghoul here.
Okay. Let's see it.
Share the fear, hopefully. Oh.
10. That unfortunately won't hit.
Okay.
Did you use the short sword, or did you want to use the short sword?
Oh, yeah. But we would use that roll for the hit, right?
Yeah. So. Okay. Next time. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And I can't use my bonus action.
Oh no, you can. Even if you miss.
I can't?
Yeah.
Okay. Would the sword be the same as like a dagger or a spear? Could I just roll that and
Give me
pretend?
1 second here. I'll set it up for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. The thing is, if you want to do the bonus attack that you normally do, you have to use your unarmed strike.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
then for the next round, I'll use this short sword.
Yeah,
But
you
for
use the
now,
short sword first, and then you go into your unarmed strikes for either flurry of blows or just your unarmed strike.
Does an 11 hit?
Fortunately, it just barely moves out of the way as your palm just crashes right up against the wall. It kind of just looks at
Okay.
you and like tries to gnaw at you, but you quickly pull your hand back.
I'm just a bit winded from running all the way over there, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's completely understandable. Jeer. Unless there was anything else you wanted to do.
Okay. And I got the silver short sword set up for Ember there on her
Thank
sheet.
you.
Technically speaking, that ghoul hasn't been hit yet, so it's still frightened.
Which...
The bottommost one.
Okay. The bottommost one is the one that's frightened of me, or are they all frightened
Yes.
of me?
Well, these two got hit by the great bonfire, so they took a little bit
Okay.
of damage. So just drop the fear.
Well, I'll move here then. And I'll attack this ghoul.
Okay. Big money.
Okay. Let me think here. I'll just do a regular attack.
Okay. 16 will hit.
Okay. I'll be 12 slashing damage.
12 slashing damage. Okay, perfect. So you go ahead and you bring your sword back as far as you can in this tight knit space, slash it down, and it goes in and bisects it right at the center clavicle area.
Nice. All right, so that's another one down.
All right, 2 of those left. It is now the ghoul's turn, and I just realized I didn't give an initiative for the Grell, so I'll say it was a surprise round, so you guys got that, or the Grick, I should say. So let me go ahead and roll his initiative, and we'll just count it as a surprise round, because I was being stupid. Okay, so he's got a 14, but that'll only be part of next round, so I don't need to worry about it. Okay, the ghouls are coming up next here, and one of them's still frightened, so they're just kind of sit in the corner and just like hold their heads, like try not to get hurt. And the one in the middle is going to attack at Maw. And it is also going to try and attack with its claws. I'm assuming a 13 will not hit. If only that was actually advantage, then it would have hit you.
What was that?
23.
Oh, that would have.
Yeah. But that's fine. It misses and just kind of growls at you lowly, like... Clearly it hasn't been dealing with anything for years, and they're very emaciated looking.
I'm gonna hiss back at it or something.
I mean, you can. It's completely up to you, but we'll move on to Celeste.
Okay, so the fire is still happening.
Yep. Does that mean it reapplies the save to everyone?
I
I can look it up real quick.
don't believe so. I know it impacts any creature that actually goes into the bonfire for the first time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like fly over top of Jir, and I'm just gonna go over here. I'm going to use my dagger on this guy.
Okay. And I just looked it up while it's still in there. So yeah, you unfortunately missed with the dagger, but while it's still in there, you can go and roll the damage, or I can go and see about making the save again on the dex.
Okay.
Got a 13, which I believe barely misses your save, so it does take the damage, so you can go and roll the great bonfire damage again.
Okay, let me do that.
Hey, every bit helps. Every bit helps, you know?
Yeah.
So it gets a little cindered on its feet there, and it's kind of blocked in by all of you, so it can't really move, and it's just stuck in the bonfire, slowly roasting. And even the other ghoul to the south is like still in fear, but he's like, this buddy smells pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
So that is the end of my turn.
All right, perfect. The Grick got a surprise round here, so it is going to skip its turn, and then it's going to move on to Goose. You there, Goose?
Whoopsies, hello. I'm gonna move again, because I like moving.
Okay,
And I'm
moving's
gonna
great.
move right next to, right on top of Celeste. I'm gonna just put her on my head. And
That's
then
fine.
I'm gonna move right there. Yeah. Hope you don't mind. And,
Like
so now
forcibly
I'm in
puts you on
range.
your head.
Exactly. Now I think I'm in range of the tentacle bitch and the one dude in the middle.
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance.
Okay.
It just kidding. I must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. Wait, no, we're good. No, it goes through. All right. So each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage. So you need to do some throwing.
Okay, I can do that. That's sure, no problem. Where did I put my stat blocks? I know I have them here. Where'd my stat blocks go? Damn it! Gosh dang it! Okay, I got them back up. We're good. So the ghoul, and this is a con. You said con save.
Yes.
Okay, 15 on the ghoul. And a 6 on the Grick.
Great. So it hits what?
So what is your spell DC?
So glad you asked.
Couldn't she target all of them?
No, it has to be
It has to
within
be
5.
within 5-foot range, so it's only
Yeah.
these two.
Oh, okay.
I looked it up real
where would
quick.
where would I find this fancy number you're speaking of?
Hold on, I could probably just find it for you real quick.
Goose. Spell save DC 15.
Yep, it's right at the top of your
Okay,
spells
I
section.
see spells. Yes. So what does that mean? Who do I hit?
So you hit the Grick. The ghoul barely saves.
Great. Okay, so he takes 1d6. So I gotta roll that.
Yes, you do have to roll the 1d6.
Okay. I can do this. Come on, bitch.
Five points of damage. Respectable. Yeah, it's been singed with some radiant fire there. Still alive, but it is taking quite a bit of licks, and it's not going to last too much longer.
And yeah, I just kind of bounce the fairy up and down on my head, and then I'm good.
Okay. All right. Ma, you're up.
Well, the Grick's looking kind of bad. I got both Ember and Jeer, who can focus the other one in case we're worried about Celeste. So I'm gonna go once again throw the shield out at the Grick.
Captain America.
Captain America over here. Let's go. Come on.
14 will hit.
All right.
Hey.
Hey. Come on and slice it.
8 damage.
Pretty
Which
good.
one are you doing this on?
This is on the Grick.
Grick. Okay, so yeah, you fling your shield, and it comes at such an angle that it actually slices the main head off, and it falls to the ground. Still writhing around, but it's dead.
Let's go. All right, and then that's all I can do.
All right, perfect. And that'll put us at Ember's turn.
All right, so I take the sword in my hand and I look at how it shines, and I'm going to hopefully
Yeah,
hit the
23
ghoul
will
in
hit.
front of me. Hell yeah! Okay.
7 piercing damage, and you notice that the flesh of the ghoul, when you strike it, it starts to singe a bit, like there's like a burning sensation that's applied onto it. A
Ooh.
little bit more. Seems to be a little bit more effective.
I like that.
Right, so that is your regular attack. You still have your unarmed strike. Anything else you want to do?
Okay. Sorry, I have a cat pawing at me.
Itty.
13 will hit.
Okay.
5 more points of bludgeoning damage. It is looking really bad.
Yeah, so I pull back the sword and I just punch him with my other hand right in the face.
Yeah, it's like blood is strewn all over its face. It's barely hanging on to life, and it's just kind of like gurgling as it's trying to come at you again.
Get on the ground.
Okay. Beautiful.
Wow, wow.
Sure, you're up, Cheer.
Okay, I'll attack the diagonal.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
24
for sure will hit.
13
13
slashing
points
damage.
of damage. Yeah, you cleave off one of its arms, but it's still barely standing there.
Oh. Okay. Dang,
All right.
I should have used... Man, I can never tell if I should use my Great Weapon Master feat or not.
It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, because I have to declare it before my attack.
Yeah. You know, if you have advantage, it's a real good time to do it, but
Yeah.
it's so tough to actually figure when it's right otherwise. All right, the ghouls are up, and one of them's missing an arm, so that one's going to go ahead and try and bite at you. And you will be Jeer, because obviously you did a lot of damage to it.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. Oh. Okay, 18 to hit.
Ah, dang, that hits.
That does 6 points of piercing damage.
6 points. Okay.
All right. And it kind of just...
The bubble thing bit me!
It kind of like licks its lips after drawing some blood from you, and it just kind of growls at you, but it is still not looking very good. I mean, its whole arm's gone, so it can't be that good. As for the other one, it's going to target Ember with a bite as well. And that'll be a 17 to hit.
19 is my armor class.
Okay, so yeah, it tries to bite at you, but you definitely move out of the way and kind of like push it aside with your bare hand just to go ahead and make sure it doesn't hit you. Alright, and that is the ghoul's turn. It is now Celeste's turn.
So, I'm assuming that I'm still getting like a piggyback ride on Goose. Is that right?
Yeah, that sounds
yes,
right.
honk.
So I'm going to attempt another dagger, but I'm gonna yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Try it. We'll see.
See it. 13 will hit.
Oh, nice. Okay, so then that is
6 points of damage. Yep. You go ahead and it's hard for you to reach super high, but you kind of reach towards its abdomen, stab into it, and its guts fly out, but it falls to the ground dead.
Actually no. I had it in my head that I was just gonna I was gonna launch myself off of her
Oh,
and
you're
just
just
be
gonna
like,
jump
"Wah!"
up and stab the... Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you jump up on its head, it doesn't know how
Yep.
to react, all of a sudden it just starts having its brain jammed in with a
Yep.
dagger, and it just falls to the ground dead on the floor.
She's tiny but mighty.
Good job.
Then I
And
kind
you
of look
see
around
this
and I'm like,
little- You see this little fairy just absolutely covered in viscera.
and then I kind of stop and I'm like, what have I done? Wait, it needed to be done, but hold up.
A smile of awe comes across my face, and I hold up a hand for Celeste to high five me.
And then
I
my
just
hand
start
is the
dancing
size of
around.
my hand is like the size of a toddler, and I was like, okay.
Beautiful. Alright, Goose.
Alright, that's it.
Can you finish it?
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
Okay, let's
Okay.
see it.
So, it's just this one bitch?
Yep, just the one at the bottom corner.
Okay. I'm gonna move.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Yeah. Guess what I'm gonna do after I move?
Peck its eyes out? I don't know.
Can I do that? Wait a minute, hold on. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna be mean, but also so fun. We're gonna cast Toll the Dead.
So that's a wisdom save. Let me do that.
Indeed. I swear to God, Joe, I'm gonna kick someone's ass.
It got a 6. It failed.
Alright, I am going to flutter my wings very aggressively and be upset. And then my turn.
But okay, well, did you... Gotta roll the damage.
You said it failed.
No.
It
It
failed.
failed the save.
Oh! Oh, you're right. I'm right. Okay. There you go.
Okay, so it did 12 necrotic damage, and you just sit there. It's already, hanging on to barely any life, and then it hears this loud tung in their ears, and it just collapses, frothing at the mouth.
And then I pull out my little pocket radio and start playing For Who the Bell Tolls.
Your pocket radio.
Indeed.
All right. You guys have finished combat. The air is filled with the scent of blood, viscera, and various other non-pleasant smells. But other than that, you can see that the door was barred on this side to the east here. So you can go ahead and unbar it and open now from that side. So, well, I'm not going to just maneuver that. I'm just going to say it's gone. You guys can walk through, no problem. But yeah, I know it is getting really close to the end here, so I did want you guys to get to one more thing. So let's go ahead and you guys can wander, I guess, further down. There's a corridor over there. Yeah, so there's 3 stumps here. You can see that there's a room to the south, a room to the east, or I guess south is there, and it'd be west in this case. And then that stairway over to the north here is leading back to where you had the crowbar.
Oh, the crowbar.
Yep.
I'm gonna need that.
All right. All right, Jeer's making his way over to this room here.
Yep.
All right, let me make sure I've got the right spot here. Perfect. So yeah, as you enter the room, I can go ahead and just show the whole area here. Real quick like.
Oh,
So as you enter this room, it is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the wall. A wide alcove is in the southern wall, contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak, his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand, he holds a crystal gray orb. And the room has exits in the west and north walls, and the chanting can be heard coming from the west.
The west is down.
Also, while you're at it, everyone give me a perception check.
Ooh, perception.
22, 20, 21, okay. I want to make sure everyone, you passed it, but I want to make sure everyone gets their opportunity to see it. 8 on Mix. And Barry? I'm sorry, Barry already did, so it's 23 for Emmy. Okay, perfect. So everyone but Goose, you come into the room, you see this statue, and you can't exactly tell who this is depicting, but based on the fact that there's whole, ideology around Strahd being a god to these people, you could assume it's Strahd that they made a statue of. On top of that, you take a little bit of a closer look at the orb held inside his hand, and you can see, although it's very hard to tell, some sort of small creature inside the actual orb. And actually, Celeste, you can see this creature, and a bit of recognition pops into your head that this looks like it's a pixie
Okay.
trapped inside the globe, and it can't really see that well outside the orb, but it sees you guys approaching. It's pounding on the side of the orb, but you can't hear what it's saying.
Okay.
And that is where we'll stop for tonight.
Oh shoot.
cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Big intrigue.
All right. Perfect. Good job, everyone. Let me go ahead
Oh.
and turn off the music. So that was a bit of a chaotic run through the gauntlet here. And okay, hold on. Let me maneuver this down. I forgot that you guys actually can't see it on the stream. So let me maneuver it so you can actually see the room that I'm talking about. And the orb they are seeing is currently in this place right here.
It's the normal energy for Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah. that was just what they decided to throw there on the map. I'm like, okay, sure. I knew one of you guys would get that, but I'm like, okay, sure.
Wish I had some dynamite or something to blow up the statue.
Okay. I mean, that
I
is
like
an
the energy.
approach. But yeah, I mean, hey, I mean, I think all of you guys got a chance to shine a little bit here.
I think so.
I got to smite. I
You got to
to
smite that
Yeah.
hell out of that ghoul. You killed it twice
damage.
over.
That was crazy.
Yep, yep. The vulnerables, it just kind of boom, explosions. All right, so thank you to all those that have joined us tonight for our D&D session. In terms of when the next one will be, that is to be determined by the players. I will try to keep it towards a every other week kind of thing, but I also need to make sure that these fine folks are good with that because they might be busy with their own thing. So I can't say with utmost certainty that that is going to be the case, but we're going to try and aim for that. So hopefully you guys are having fun. Before we head out, I want to make sure that everyone gets a chance to reintroduce themselves and tell a little bit about maybe some plans they have in the future for their channel, because I know a lot of you do stream, and I want to make sure you guys get an opportunity to speak up. So yeah, let's go and start with Shadowed here, as playing as Jeer. Feel free to say anything you'd like. Promote yourself.
Yeah, I do the streaming thing sometimes, but I wasn't able to do it this weekend because I had Shadow Crew, Waterdeep Dragon Heist D&D last night,
That was fun.
and then this D&D tonight, and then we have more Shadow Crew D&D on Wednesday. So maybe next weekend I might finally get back to like Telos Principle.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I know you've been
Yeah.
trying to do that. That's a hard game to play.
Well, I mean, I'm doing Reawakened, and like, I've already done the hard part, and now I'm playing back through everything that like I've played before, but with the developer commentary turned on.
Mm-hmm.
So I would hope that I remember how to solve all the puzzles.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it for me. So you can follow my channel if you like variety, mostly puzzle and RPG content. But follow Arvin Elleron if you want to see me and Tilted's other D&D game.
Yep, that'll be going on Wednesday.
Yep.
Forward to that, guys. All right, perfect. And did you have a moment you enjoyed most here? I know it probably is just obliterating that ghoul, but
Yes, absolutely killing the shit out of that ghoul was
Yep.
the highlight for
Yep.
me.
I felt like I needed to give a little extra flavor because you did actually obliterate it, so I felt like having them be scared was appropriate for the situation. All right. Awesome. Thank you very much, Shadowed. Next, we'll move on to Mix, otherwise known as Goose, in the game here tonight. We enjoyed all your antics. Please go ahead and if you have anything you want to promote or had any thoughts about tonight's session, please let it be known.
Well, thoughts, comments, concerns, no concerns. Thoughts, happy goose.
Okay.
Comments, I really hate dice, but it's okay. Yeah,
Some
I'm
nights are
goose.
bad. It's okay.
Some nights it's okay. I'll figure this out. Surely. Um Hi, I'm Mix. I stream Dead by Daylight Tuesday through Thursday, 6:30 p.m. and I make videos on the YouTube's attempt to at least. And yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Great.
Hopefully everybody enjoys my antics and they don't find them too loud.
I think everyone's having a good time with it overall.
I like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I love the goose. He keep making me laugh all throughout. That's
He
probably
honks.
one of my shining moments from the session, and just like seeing how everyone interacts too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very fun.
All right. Perfect. Next, we'll move over on to Mayor Emmy, otherwise known as Ember in the game here. So please, if you had anything you wanted to promote, I know you've been busy with your work stuff, so you haven't been streaming as much, but feel free to promote anything you'd like. And if you had any particular things you wanted to talk about in terms of how the campaign went today, feel free.
So I am Mayor Emmy. I stream on Twitch. I'm on a little bit of a hiatus. However, I am planning on getting back to streaming soon. I just have some commissions that I've been working on for fellow streamers. I've been doing emotes, and I've been reworking a bit of the art for my own channel. So once that gets a little bit more under control, I plan to do some more Project Zomboid streams. There is a game coming out, a visual novel that I've been really anticipating coming out later in June, around June 20th. So I'll be playing that. It's called Mushroom Musume. I really like games, like visual novels or like choose your own adventure games. So yeah, hope to get back to that kind of content in the future here soon.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for joining us tonight. And next, we'll move on to Barrymore, otherwise known as Maw, our lovable barbarian cat guy. Please go ahead and promote anything you'd like. And of course, if you had any particular things you wanted to talk about that happened tonight, feel free.
Hi, my name is Barrymore, also Ma here. I stream on Twitch, though I will be also soon hopefully opening up to Twitch and YouTube. Play mostly Product Zomboid, play was it Stardew Valley, and right now I'm getting more into like Repo and like Fields of Mystery and other kind of games like that. So I guess kind of variety. Actually going to be doing another collab tomorrow. We're going to be playing some Don't Starve Together. The typical crew will be, was it Tilted over here, Karen Beware, Gemini, Mayor Amy right here, and although she can't be there tomorrow, it'll also be, Ruby over here as well, and also May too. So we're looking forward to getting into that too. And as far as tonight, I actually had a favorite part was at a point where I was kind of like, oh, this is screwed for me. I was in the middle of that, was that hallway, which is not where I wanted to be. I was immediately like, I love to be at the very front. So I didn't like it because it was kind of like, well, I like it, but I was like, I didn't like the scenario I was in because I like to be there. But I'm also, it's kind of like, just you wait. These are certain things that eventually, oh, double, that I'll be able to do that'll like, okay, I'll, regardless of this, then I'll be able to do this or that. So I'm like, I'm looking forward to like the progression of all of our characters. I know what's coming for me, but also I was kind of like, I was kind of also taking notes like with certain things like, so like Shadow had and Mix and everyone had. And I was like, oh, that's going to combo so nicely as we keep leveling up. So I'm also very excited for that. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. And lastly, we'll have Ruby / Claire, otherwise known as Celeste in game. And yeah, how did you enjoy your session tonight? And if you have anything you want to promote, I know you don't really stream or anything, but if there's anything you want to promote social media wise or stuff like that, feel free. Obviously, we're just hanging out and being friends, but anything you want.
Yeah, I am occasionally on Barry's channel. Eventually I I will be joining everyone on Don't Starve, and that'll be interesting. I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, I mean, I'm just happy that I got to actually like survive, and everyone else did as well, which I'm very happy about. And yeah, we all I just enjoyed myself. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, great. Glad you guys had some fun. I enjoyed it, of course, and I was having fun adding in a little bit of flavor for my own things, because there's a couple of things I've added in that aren't part of the module that I've just been toying with, and I think it adds a little bit more flavor, and it also will have you guys make choices, which I'm looking forward to. So we'll see in the next session how that goes. at the rate we're going, we're probably going to finish. Oh my goodness, we got raided literally at the very end.
This hamlet shall not
Time to go for another
Oh,
4 hours.
Arv.
Yeah, I
Joey.
don't,
Oh gosh.
I don't think that's gonna work for the
Figure it
rest of the
out.
crew.
Mix, no, I gotta work tomorrow.
No, not us. So we're fine. He has to.
Oh, you're gonna make me deal with more. Okay,
Mm.
great.
You have tomorrow off. You can do it.
I got other things. I gotta be part of the collab with Barrymore later.
You'll be fine. Just take a nap later.
Oh my god.
I can go forever on Saturday nights.
Hey, welcome in everyone. I really do appreciate the raid out. Truly, a lot of the members here are like East Coast / Central, so they can't really be on much longer. So I cannot have them stay any longer. But we had a real great session. I hope you guys had fun over there too. I see you were playing Oblivion Remastered, so that's awesome. Welcome. And we got a bit of Curse of Strahd done today. They got to fight a bunch of ghouls. Shadowed absolutely annihilated a ghoul, which was great. They also murdered some dolls I added in. That was fun.
Not appreciated.
Not appreciated, but fun nonetheless.
I like my collection.
And we just ended the session on basically that they came across a statue depicting Strahd himself and an orb that seems to be containing a small pixie inside, and that's where we ended off. Yes, dolls. I had them descend down like spiders coming down from a thread. It was great. The only reason they were able to notice it was because one of their other members has a passive perception of 15. So that was fun. We had a good time tonight, I think.
Heck yeah. Thank you so much for putting this all together, by the way.
Of course. I'm
Indeed.
glad you guys had
Yeah.
fun with it. We're probably going to go and complete this mini adventure and get to the main meat and potatoes of Curse of Strahd after that. So I'm looking forward to that, and we'll see how everything goes from there. But until next time, guys, I think I'm going to go and do a raid out because I feel bad that we've already been raided. This is essentially a second raid because Eric raided Arv and then Arv raided me. So we're going to go and quickly find a spot to raid out to. And then we're going to just close out for the night. So I'm going to let these fine people go. I'll do an outro and everything. But thank you to all my players here. Really do appreciate it. Hope you all have a good night, and I look forward to us getting the next session going. Thank you guys once again.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right, perfect. Let me go and switch scenes here. Hi, guys. Yes, I've been rated already. You don't need to show it again. Anyway, welcome to all the raiders. Thank you again for the support. I really wish I could keep streaming longer, but I've got a lot of things going on tomorrow in the morning, and then I've also got the fact that these fine folks need to go to bed. So we're gonna go and raid once more. So hang tight. We're not just gonna fall off the edge here. We're just gonna let everyone enjoy the next person we raid out to. So let's see here. Let us see. All right, so I think I've got a raid target for us. Starting to feel like I'm a barrel going off the cliff. Whee! Oh, good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed, Ruby. Then before I close out, I will thank everyone that did come by and just were chilling in the channel and just supporting it. We had a good turnout tonight. I really do appreciate every one of you. I know a lot of you went into lurk mode, and that is perfectly fine. I enjoy my lurkers greatly. We're going to go ahead and do a raid out to Gogolian, who's playing Split Fiction with one of his friends. Yeah, it's the sharply dressed man he's playing with. So we're going to go and watch that. Anyone that hasn't raided with me before, it is very, very simple. If you are sub to me, you can go and use the Tilted Raider emotes. Otherwise, if you're not, feel free to use PogChamp or any other emotes. You can use Arv's emotes. You can use Eric's emotes. You can do, or the kids are asleep emotes. I'm sorry, because they both, it's a joint channel. Anyway, you guys can go ahead and use any emote you like. I'm not too specific on that. I just want to get a more or less concise and formed pack to go out. So thank you. And let me go and thank everyone that did come by. Thank you to my moderators, Arv, who just came with the raid. Appreciate you, man. Graydon, it's Barrymore. Karen Beware on both her alt and her main account. Porquitos, and Shadowed Mage, who has been a great help here. And I also want to thank Adam Hartmother, Axeman808, Connor1998, Crit Twitch, Drew the Damager, Intensely Eric, JD Meters, Loy Lonsel, Mayor Emmy, which I also want to make a special thank to Mayor Emmy. You guys came in right at the end, but you did see those PNGs that were placed in that scene last that I was in. Those were all created by Emmy for this campaign particularly, and it was a really nice gesture she did there. Really do appreciate it. They are fantastic. I think everyone got to enjoy them, and it's just a nice little thing to add flavor as opposed to the static images I had last time we played. So, yeah, thank you to you. Thank you also to Nasana, Nonstop, Prince Justin, Seth Lee, Smokey Ruby, Throw7, and Zalvi for dropping in and hanging with us. And one last shout out, since also I know Eric and Val sent the raid to Arv and then Arv to us, so we'll go and give a shout out to the kids are asleep, because they're also fantastic people. And then I'll once more go ahead and give a shout out to the D&D crew who participated. All fantastic people you guys should go and follow and hang out with. And yeah, thank you guys. You all have a great night, and we're going to raid out to Gogolian, so please stick around. Thanks, guys. Peace out.